Hello, I am Daniel Bloodworth. We are Easy Allies, and this is the Easy Allies podcast. This week, I am joined by HipHopGamer.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Easy Allies, the go to the gamers in the building. I love you, bro. You already know what it is. Just seen you in Vegas. Now I'm in LA. We kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it on, son. What's going on, baby?
Dodgers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go, Dodgers.
See me out here.
We've also got Michael Huber.
Hello.
And then we had to pivot a little bit. So Isla is out and Damiani is out. Damiani had a storm warning, so he just had to deal with that.
Yeah.
On his end, he might pop in later. I don't know. If he does, we'll do something. We'll figure it out. But making it all happen.
He's battening down the hatches.
Yes, for real. Making it all happen in the control room. We got Don Casanova.
Hello.
And Gabby keeping us straight. So this week, again, we're going to have Damiani talk about Unicorn Overlord.
I was looking forward to that.
Check out that stream. We might get him on there next week. We might get him on here later. It might happen anyways. Who knows? Mm-hmm. Don's been playing some Contra. He's going to tell us how that's going. We played a little bit of it on stream as well, and we got that bet coming up. Mm-hmm. I got a few hours into Outcast, The New Beginning.
Cool.
There have been some new independent AAA studios, if that makes sense, that were announced this week. And then we're also getting into that Triple I initiative. We're going to pick up on a conversation we had at DICE about cheat software.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you about pools.
Yo, so put me on to that, son.
We'll get there.
All right, cool.
I don't know what he's talking about either. I have no idea.
But before we get started, let's get to know you a little bit.
I bet.
Yeah. So first of all, you do have a real name.
Yeah, so my my real name is Gerard Williams. You know what I'm saying? That's the government. You know what I mean, right there. And for those that didn't know, but yeah, man, Gerard Williams, born and raised East New York, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother, rest in peace, as you can see on my belt. My grandma, she's the one who taught me how to play video games when I was 4 years old. So I've been playing games all my life, and obviously now it's officially my career. What's interesting is the first game I ever played in my life was Pac-Man, son.
Okay.
That joint was crazy.
I can't say for sure if it was my first, but it's definitely up there.
Yeah, that's
like
the first game I played.
Yeah, my parents would be at the bar hanging out or whatever. And it's like, here, can I have some quarters, Dad? You know.
Yo, I love it. So Pac-Man was my first joint. But Mario was the game that made me a gamer.
Same.
Period. You know what I'm saying? Like I really became emotionally connected to gaming through a Mario, from the sounds when you make a jump, when you get big, like every nuance.
That one up sound.
Yeah, like
like
all that stuff. Yo, dog, it was crazy. I even remember I think it was level, I could be wrong, but I think it was level world 8-1, if I'm not mistaken, which is towards the end. And it was dark. And you get on turtle, and you get like 100 free men.
Yeah.
When you hit the turtle, you keep hitting the turtle, keep hitting the
Couple
turtle.
spots where you can do that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then after you get like 100 men, you jump and get the joint, and that relates to what we're gonna talk about later with the Chicos.
Let me know though. Did you know about the thing where you could continue? I never heard about that until I was an adult.
What you talking about?
You do like a thing on the controller, and you start off from whatever world you died on last. There's like down and start or something like that. I forget what it is. Yep.
None of us knew this.
None of us.
No, I didn't know that.
It rocked our world. It completely rocked our world.
That's crazy.
Insane.
Nah, dog. Nah, but
Before the internet,
I know, right? You know
shit
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
spread everywhere.
And how cool is that even in this day and age, we can still learn about some cool things that we grew up on, never got to experience, but then we go back and just try it out. That's fun, man.
Right.
That's
So
fun, man.
Was your name ever under wraps, or is it just one of those things that like just people just generally don't know?
No, you know what's so funny? Like, if somebody asks me my name, I'm gonna tell them. You know what I mean? But the thing is, it's kind of like, look at a lot of rappers. You know what I'm saying? You don't call 50 Cent Curtis.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You know his name. Like, you know what I mean? But it's one of those situations where so many people just know me as HipHopGamer, or they call me hip hop, or they call me gamer, that my name got lost. Like in the situation, they don't even ask me what my name is anymore. They just like, yo, that's hip hop right there.
Hip hop.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
that's
start calling you hip hop.
Yeah, so that's what they call me for real. They call me hip hop. Or some people be like, yo, gamer, what up, son? Yo, I need such and such. So that's just what it is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Word up. So yeah.
And you pointed at the belt a little bit. Tell us more about the belt. Why you got the belt with you all the time and all that.
Got you. So like my grandmother, she used to always say that I was her champion. You know what I'm saying? But my grandmother, you know, she's my champion. So between obviously loving boxing and loving wrestling and stuff like that, you know, I always, you know, looked at myself as a champion. But because of the relationship, how tight me and my grandma was, she taught me how to play games. So one of the things that I always felt like I was the best. Even in the gaming industry, I always felt like when it came down to journalism and talking about games and a passion, I always felt that I wore it on my sleeve and I was the best at this. I love it. So that's when I brought the belt out. Now, fun fact, I just had John Cena on the show, right? And the first belt that I've ever had in gaming was the John Cena belt. It actually had John Cena's name on it.
Yes, dude. The spinning.
Back in 2008.
Yep.
Then 2009, I still had the John Cena belt, but I had my name on it this time. You know what I'm saying? And then over the years, the belt started to change. But I'm going to tell you something that's real. Before, in my early years, I used to have the belt for selfish reasons. And what I mean by that is I used to always have it where I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. And it was more about me. Even though it stemmed from my grandma, when people asked me about it, it was more about just me when I talked about it. And then, you know, over the years, and especially after having my son in 2013, his name is Marcus, and we actually shared a birthday. So his birthday and my birthday is the same day, November 27th. That's crazy.
Wow.
So the thing is, as I started, you know, to grow in the industry and see things, like when I tell people about the belt, I let them know that like my grandmother allowed me to be a champion with what I love to do. So when you see me with the belt, it's also something that's a reflection and an inspiration of what I want everyone to become, a champion in their own right with what they love to do. And I think that's the goal right there. So this belt is not just for me. It's
Shout
for
out to
everyone.
grandmas, dude.
Yeah,
Shout out
you
to
know what I'm saying?
grandmas all around the world.
Yeah, so that's why the belt, even when I put it on other people and stuff like that, like this is an iconic belt. Everybody done worn the belt from Hideo Kojima to John Cena himself. I even had Nicolas Cage, you know, with the belt on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this belt is special. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Iconic.
word. Facts, man. And just to be clear, like I'm the first and like the main only person that brought a belt to gaming journalism. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's because people used to look at me like I was crazy. Like, why this dude running around with some belt and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? But then over the years, now they want it. You know what I'm saying? They want to wear it and stuff like that. And you know what's so funny? This belt is like the Michael Jackson glove. Like, if I show up and I don't got the belt, like, I seen HipHopGamer, but I really didn't see HipHopGamer.
He didn't have
a belt. He had a belt with him. So if I don't have the belt with me, it's like disappointing. Like, you know? So it is what it is. So it comes with me everywhere. Word.
The first time I remember actually meeting you was like, it's like a preview for Steep.
Steep!
For the,
wow!
like,
The Joy, yeah, with the
Remember?
GoPro event!
Yeah.
Wow! That was crazy. I remember that. Yeah, son. We had all the GoPro joints and stuff like that. And you know what's so funny? I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Steep. I love what they was trying to do. I love a lot of things that Ubisoft tries. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
You know, but what would have been smart to me is if they would have took a page out of EA's hat, and Steep could have been a game that was a simulation and an arcade title in one. If the simulation, let that stay there. But the arcade version, when was the last time we had a SSX tricky type of game, type of feel?
Because it's like all you need to do is just a mode. Have like a mode. Just one other mode.
That's it, where it's more fun. That's why I love like Tony Hawk Underground, stuff like that. It's like you can have your real stuff there, but where I need that fun element where it's just pure fun and ain't to be taken too serious. I'll be on that all day.
Same.
So I think that's where Steep missed out on that opportunity to have like a hardcore arcade mode that was reminiscent of SSX Tricky.
Ubisoft likes to they like to make us all work.
What they moved onto though was Riders Republic.
Yeah,
and that's kind of wild.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing. I think one of the things with Riders Republic, it's a dope game, but sometimes when you got too much going on, you can lose. The audience can lose sight of the magic.
Sure.
That's there. And
it's overwhelming, dude. That game. It's too much.
It's so good. It's so much that it's like, all right, this is cool. I tested it out. Now what's next? And sometimes it's just like if you eat your food, if you eat too much too fast, you're just gonna spit it all out. Like, and then you don't want it no more. You know what I mean? So I think that was the issue with Riders Republic and some of the ways that Ubisoft go about doing their games. But I truly believe that looking at SSX Tricky as a model for Steep would have been gold, bro.
Yeah.
Gold. And I would have reached out to Run DMC, be like, yo, come on over there, you know what I'm saying? Let's get that Tricky up in there.
Bring it back.
Think about it. How you name the game after the record.
It's so good.
That's genius.
It's one of the greatest games ever made.
Facts. Word.
But the reason I brought that up though is because I remember that, again, that being one of the first times we saw each other in person.
Yeah.
But like you called out to me, you recognized me, and
of course.
like, how do you know who I am?
Yeah, because I watch.
Yeah.
So here's one of the things that I learned about the industry that was so foul. And my man Shane Satterfield will tell you this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Shane. Yeah, he'll tell you this. So coming up in the game. And I'm going back to 2008 now, but coming up in the game, one thing that I learned, and I learned this at my first E3, bro, it was so cliquish. Like, if IGN is caught talking to people that worked at GameStop, GameSpot and stuff, all these other things, you get fired over things like that. It was so cliquish and so mean in a lot of ways. And I was like, yo, what's up with here? Because I thought that everybody felt like me. Like when it came to the game industry, like everybody, we all happy. We love it's games, dog. Like it wasn't like that, B. I wasn't met with.
I think it's more like that now. Everyone's like on everything.
Yeah, well, yeah. Now,
But I know back then for sure, like game trailers, like we were definitely gunning for like we're gonna beat IGN. Like that was always the goal at E3.
Yeah. And my thing is like. See, for me, like I can still have the competitive nature, but I think it went overboard to the point where it's like I'm not supposed to like you, like okay, like it's not that deep, like you know what I'm saying. So these are some of the things that I noticed in the industry. So I took it upon myself. One thing about me, dog, I don't complain, I create. So the way I look at it is, if I see something that's a problem in the industry, then how can I be the change I want to see to change it? So one of the things that really started to break ground was when I was doing my interviews with developers. Developers would tell me like, yo, I don't get questions like these. Like, for example, one of the questions that I asked Aaron Greenberg, I had this segment called the G moment. And I said, yo, like what was a moment in your life where you felt like you was at your lowest and things couldn't get any worse, but you managed to find strength in that moment that allowed you to be successful today? And Aaron was like, wow, I never got a question like that. You know what I'm saying? But his answer, he was talking about how when he got hit by a car twice.
Wow.
It almost died twice. So because of that, he has a completely different outlook, not just on life, but on what he does at day to day on his job, over at Xbox. So the human side of him came out in that particular situation, but it never would have came out if the question wasn't posed. So what I started doing ever since back in 2008, I started finding more ways to humanize everybody that I speak to, especially in corporations. And when I saw you and I see other people and I try to interview them, I'm like, I try to either ask them certain questions or build real relationships, like real bonds, or offer some help. Yeah, offer some help if I see somebody could utilize something. And that's what was missing, so that's what I wanted to give. So that's why anytime I saw anybody, like I run up to you like I'm a big fan, even though I'm a star in my own right. But I don't care. Like I love everybody. God bless y'all, and we're gonna figure out a way where we can still compete. But at the end of the day, if you need something, I got you, and that's it. That's the way I look at it, B.
Hell yeah.
Word. I mean that, man. Too many people don't do that enough. They're like, you know how they always talk, like in the hood, they always talk about like, holding on to the plug. Nobody want to pass the plug or give information and help other people out. So I'm like, I think that's real corny because you really not as good as you think you are. That's why you feel like you need to hide something because if somebody else get a hold of it, it's going to diminish your light.
Pay it forward.
Like, dog, I'm the GOAT already. I ain't got nothing to prove. If my resume against anybody, ain't nobody seeing me. Like, I could, dog, like, for real, if we going to go there. But my thing is, it's not even about that. Like, when it's time to compete, it's time to compete. We get it in, cool. But at the end of the day, this is our industry. Ours. We run this. Collectively, this is us, and if you don't see it like that, then don't complain about nothing.
Yes,
because you're a part of the reason why it's bad. That's the way I look at it, and I tell that to anybody. Like, I don't care who it is. Remember, I'm my own boss. I don't work for no company. Nobody can fire me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it is what it is. But I'll definitely tell the truth and what needs to happen.
Yeah. Now you kind of asked a similar question to Huber on the video you guys just shot that'll go up later. But when did you start getting into the industry and like what prompted that?
Oh, yo, that's a great question, bro. So I was watching. There's a person that don't get mentioned enough, but his initials was DLB. And he used to make videos back in like 2007, right? He started making them back now, but in 2007, I was watching his videos. Was that on YouTube
or is that on something else?
It was on YouTube. Because remember, YouTube came out in 2006.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I mean. It's like YouTube was real fresh.
Yeah, it was real fresh.
Like, so we had a lot of people that were just making content on game trailers. We had user movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And so people were like stars on game trailers that didn't even have anything to do with us.
Yeah.
Like Monty Hume and all those guys.
That's so crazy.
So
facts.
wild. That is wild.
So I'm up here watching his videos, and I loved his perspective on the way he talked about things. And but then he stopped making the videos, and I was like, oh man. So I'm like, yo, well, I want to do this. So after I seen DLB, but then after that, I loved G4, like the way it was before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
X-Play Attack of the Show.
X-Play Attack of the Show.
We were both there.
For 1 second.
Oh yeah. That's right. So
back in the days.
So with X-Play and Attack of the Show, I used to watch all of them: Adam Sessler, Morgan Webb, Kevin Pereira, Kevin Rose on the tech show that he did, all this other stuff, right? And there was this one time, shout out to Adam Sessler, that's my guy. At the same time, there's this one episode, and I think it was like around Christmas time, holiday time, because they was doing like holiday reviews or something like that, and he was talking about he started to sound like the corporations got to his voice.
Oh, no.
It started not to feel or sound genuine anymore when Adam Sessler was talking. And that's something that I always look forward to, especially on that stage. So I was like, oh, man, I know what's happening here. Like, so, I kind of started shy away from G4. And I was like, I'm going to do my own thing. So I started making my own videos, and I got discovered by Torrance Davis, who had a website called The Bit Bag. And through him is how I got a chance to go to E3. But here's the funny thing. This is why I respect Torrance so much. One of his writers made a video about Assassin's Creed in 2007, and he was talking about how it was better on Xbox and all this other stuff as opposed to the PlayStation 3 version. Now, don't get me wrong. Xbox 360 was better than PS3 when it came to third-party titles. I know this. But in this particular case, this dude was lying. He was capping, and I called him out on it. You know what I'm saying? And when I called him out on it, his name was Candid Anthony. That's my dude, too. And I called him out on it. And Torrance, what I loved is that even though this is a writer on his site, he agreed with me. Oh. So a lot of times in the industry, your boy could be blatantly wrong.
Blind loyalty.
Because that's your boy, you're just going to roll with it and accept it. Even though you know this dude is wrong. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the kind of person where there's too many yes men and yes women around. I'm like, yo, you need to pull your people to the side, let them know they messing up too. Like, you got to keep it real. Like, so my thing is, when he did that, he actually invited me to be a guest on the show. I ain't know nothing about podcasts, nothing like that at this time. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just hyped to be on the show. So I'm on the show, and then we battle it out on there. And I called him out on everything. And I said, and then he retracted his statement. And then he said, honestly, I just like achievements. Because trophies didn't exist at the time. Yeah. And so
that would, be a difference at that point. Yeah,
that was a big difference. Yeah. So my thing is just say that then. Like, you saying all this other stuff, whatever. So I made him retract his statement, and I was doing such a good job that Torrance was like, yo, put your show on my website. every week, and then we blow it up. And then
Sick origin story.
Yeah, and then all that stuff led to me being on N4G. And then when we get to the N4G days, this is when I really learned from the cliquish standpoint stuff I was talking about before. So on the N4G days, right, I started noticing like I would do an interview with a game developer, or I would break a story. And when I put it on N4G and my peoples is like making the fire get hot on it and it goes out, it started becoming a problem. Here's when I learned what the problem was. And I'm not one of those type of dudes that be all like woke and then pulling all the race cards and stuff like that. I don't do none of that. What I will say is in this situation, N4G themselves didn't consider me credible, even though I got the actual developer on the show.
Quote,
like I got it's directly from them.
Yeah.
So Kotaku would talk about something, and then my story would get taken down, and there's a stay. But it's my story. How you gonna do this?
Yeah.
So I'm up here going back and forth with them, but here's what I learned: when you don't own it and it ain't yours, you could be right and still end up on the wrong side of the situation because you don't own it. It ain't yours. It's their site. They can do whatever they want, and it don't even matter. Damn. So that's when I learned a tough lesson in the gaming industry that you could be right and it still won't matter. And that right there was crazy. And that's what led to me just reevaluating the industry.
Probably gave you more of a hunger, huh?
Yeah, learning the business models, the bottom lines, how things work and stuff like that. And then shout out to Michael Pachter as well, because he was helpful in that space as well. But I'm going to tell you, now that I learned the business, this is like years ago, but now that I learned the business and everything like that, it's different now. Like, you're like, I'm such a beast at this stuff now, dog. No, like, I'm on a whole nother level now. So now all I'm doing is trying to give back up to other people, especially content creators now, on better ways to go about certain things and stuff like that. But that's my like come up story, man. Like when it came to the industry, how I got in, who helped me out, the battles that I had to face, and just learning, not taking anything personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you this story, because this story I'm about to tell you almost ruined everything.
Oh no.
So I was about to get into a fight.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
When I tell you this was serious, this is when I knew I had to change. So 2009, this is around the time where they talking about 3D, all the 3D glasses and stuff like that, and Killzone 3.
Assassin's Creed 2.
I want to say it's 3, yeah.
Yeah, but I
And
think
Assassin's
Killzone
Creed
3
2.
was one of the biggest games. And Jack Trenton was on stage and everything like that. It was crazy. And y'all know how I get. I'm always hyped and stuff like that.
Hell
So you
yeah.
ever been in a auditorium where everybody's clapping and stuff like that, and then once everybody stops, you may hear like an extra clap, but that's it. Ain't too crazy. I did that, and this is how you know God is working. So there was this dude that let's say I'm sitting here. This dude is like 6 seats down, but in the row right behind me.
That's far away.
And all I heard was, "Oh my gosh, why don't you shut the F up?" And I looked.
And like the PlayStation conference?
Yes, in the conference.
Wow.
I turned around and I was like, "Yo, you talking to me?" And then I stood up. Now I'm gone. Like the switch went on. Like
yeah.
it was there. Everything from East New York and Brooklyn came out. I'm about to go get this dude. And a friend of mine at the time, his tag name was The Solid Proof. He was like, "Yo, bro, you can't do that. Like, you don't understand. There's a lot riding on your success for other people in this space. You can't do that. You know, you do one thing and it's a wrap for you. Like, you can't do that." So he was like calming me down. I was so tight. But after the press conference, I literally went to go after this dude, but because of my excitement, somebody had stopped me and wanted to get an interview with me because of the energy and stuff like that. And I told them how I felt. And then after that interview, I literally never saw this person again ever at any event. Ever. Like, it was literally the moment where God was like, "This is what I want to show you, because this is what's about to come in your life, but you have to be able to let things go, lead with love, change everything." And now I got programs in schools. It's called Playmakers, and I trademarked this quote that I created, and it's called "Character is your currency." So the thing is,
that.
yeah, character is your currency.
That's great.
So when you think about, somebody get you mad or whatever, it's like, yo, I love you anyway. Because whatever you throwing at me is a reflection of what you may be going through personally, and how can I be helpful in this situation versus just meet the negative aggression with negative aggression. So these is things like the gaming industry, the business, everything has helped me, shape me, and grown me. And because my grandmother and all these elements, it led me to where I'm at today. That's why I'm so adamant and I'm so careful with people, because I want people to get that same feeling. I want them to understand that you can be successful without being an a-hole either.
Yeah.
The drivers on the LA roads should adopt some of your philosophies. They're pretty wild out there, dude.
Yeah, man. But that's hip hop gamer, bro. That's
Hell
it.
yeah.
What's your bread and butter? Like, what are people usually tuning into week after week? What do you do?
Dog.
Because you're all over the place. But what is
Yeah.
like the bread and butter? What you're
Do you
doing?
know what, dog? My bread and butter is a couple of things. One, people like to see the way I play games. I know we'll talk about that later, but a lot of people like to see the way I play games because I'm actually excited for games.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people watch. Okay, one of the biggest issues in the industry, I don't like this, is if you look at game reviews, a lot of times you never see the person playing the game. You see there's a write-up and they'll speak about it. Like IGN does it. I think it's like that. They'll do, you don't see that person that reviewed the game. You don't never see them play it.
They have like a whole army of
But they have a
capture
whole,
people.
some stuff. And I know
I
this
think it
because,
varies case to case. Yeah.
but
yeah.
no, they'll say, "Hey, I put 1,300 hours in this game. Great, cool. Where's the footage? Let me see it." You want to know why? Because if you watch somebody play a game, you can tell whether they're qualified for this game or not to be the one to review it. You know what I'm saying? So I give you a great example of what I mean, right? So I'm somebody that I love the Souls games, but only when I'm using cheat codes. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not using cheat codes, I don't got time to be dying all day, bro. Like it's not fun for me. But what I do is, you can see me play the game, and I tell people like, yo, because I did this with Cuphead. I was playing Cuphead.
That's a hard
and
one.
people was like, yo, why you not dying? Because I got infinite health on, dog. You kidding me? I got time to be dying. But the game is amazing. And you still having fun? Yeah, because I'm still playing the game the same way I would play it without it. I'm still enjoying it, but I don't got time to be dying all day. So what happened is, between story, graphics, gameplay, fun factor, sound design, all these other things, I still was able to, articulate these things, but I had fun playing the game. And one thing that I noticed, I don't see a lot of people having fun anymore. I see a lot of people just going to work and doing a job. And that's what the disconnect is. A lot of people not playing games to have fun anymore. They playing games
To
and
get
doing,
through them.
just to get through them because they got a job to do. And the thing is,
Even people that don't have jobs just trying to get through them. They're just like, oh, I've got to get to the next one.
yeah,
oh, my backlog's too long. I got to get to the next
They
one.
don't take time out to really enjoy and appreciate it. And I know this because I know what questions to ask. And based on the questions that I ask, and when I ask to see the footage and it ain't there, I'm like, yo, you capping. So if you ain't got no footage, what we talking about, bro? I don't care what site you on. I don't care how many millions of hits you get and stuff like that, because they not coming there for you. They coming there for IGN, and you could be fired and replaced and nobody will care. I'm just keeping it a buck. So at the end of the day, it's like, I want to know how you feel about it. And if I don't get a chance to see that, like, for example, you ever seen somebody talk about a story of a game, but when you watch them play it, they skip the story all the time? Like, they never, like, you lying right now, B. What are you talking about? So that's what I'm saying. Like, when people tune into me, I'm live, I'm engaging with the audience, I'm narrating, I'm telling them this and that. If you buy this game, think about, like, in real time. The joint is crazy. So that's one of the things that they come check out. Two, all the celebrities that I got on my show. Bro, I done had everybody on my show, from Tyler Perry, the Kevin Hart, the Tom Cruise, the Sanaa Lathan, Angela Bassett. Like I said, I just had John Cena on. I just had Nicolas Cage not too long ago. I got Samuel L. Jackson that's supposed to be coming back.
Oh, nice.
I'm working on. I'm supposed to have Denzel Washington come back through. Like, I do this. Yeah, I do this for real. And then, like, even with the John Cena interview, I had John Cena do the attitude adjustment to The Rock on the ROG Ally. Nobody has ever. I'm the only person in the world with footage of John Cena playing the Asus ROG Ally, doing that. You know what I'm saying?
So
This is why
sick.
they come check me out, because I'm gonna give them something that only hip hop gamers gonna be able to give them. You know what I mean? And I take a lot of that's important to me, because, like I was saying earlier, it's very easy to do a podcast. Everybody could just do this stuff now. So the easier something gets, the less value like it has, because everybody can do it. So you always got to recreate yourself and bring new value that only you can bring.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one hip hop gamer, and I show it. For example, April 5th, I'm the first gamer that's going to be surrounded by all these legends in the world of comedy, like Tracy Morgan, D.L. Hughley, and stuff like that, on stage in front of 17,000 people showing off games.
Sick.
Come on, bro. I'm the GOAT, son.
What is that
Serious,
for?
son. That's for April Fool's Comedy Jam. My man Rick
Awesome.
Michaels from Wild 'N
Yeah.
Out, Nick Cannon and them.
Yeah,
So
the posters on his.
yeah, the
Twitter
posters
feed,
on my
yeah.
joint.
Sick.
So these is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about, breaking barriers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I'm the first gamer to bring gaming and finance together on the New York Stock Exchange, bro. So now we talking about games on the New York Stock Exchange. Look at how I dress. They
business.
wouldn't let me. There was a time where I couldn't even go on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange dressed like this, look like this.
If it was New York, they might like it. If it's Yankees or something. they'd be like,
You know what I'm saying? But
The
that's
Dodgers,
what I'm
though,
saying.
they're best.
So my bread and butter is me. People, I don't want people to come to see just what I do. Because if I can do it or I can't do it, then that's it. But if you rocking with me, because who I am, it don't matter where I go, where I'm at. If I'm there, they're there because they rock with me. So I'm the bread and butter.
Nice.
Dude, I love that.
Facts.
Facts, dude.
The last thing I'm gonna put you on the spot for.
Yeah.
Who is you talked about looking at young creators and all that. Who's got your eye right now? Who do you think is coming up that is gonna be making waves?
So they making waves right now, but there's a few people I'm gonna mention. One of my homegirls, Extremely Coley. She's doing a lot over on Kick right now. And she's also on a lot of different radio shows now. Awesome. And she's doing a lot of good work. Extremely Coley. So she's somebody that I'm like, wow, she's doing a thing coming up. My man Maze is UUHMAYZ, I think. Sorry if I mess up your name, bro, but you know what it is. I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Maze, he's incredible because he be freestyling and playing games. So literally what he does is HipHopGamer, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Awesome.
So what he does is incredible, man. This dude, oh man, he's special. Like he is consistent. He works at UPS. He gives a message every day to the world of encouragement. And he did a big project with Destiny and over at Bungie. It was crazy. Like, he's another one that's amazing. My man Max Rhymes, he's a DJ and he be gaming. Max Rhymes is literally incredible, and he's huge, man. He's tall, man. So if you ever need to do security,
Like Bloodworth tall?
yeah, he's tall like you. Like if you ever need security, Max Rhymes do that too. You know what I'm saying? He'll like smack you with a PlayStation controller or something like that, son. But Max Rhymes is dope. So that's just a couple to name out of so many others that I could name. But those are just a few content creators that I'm looking at. But like I said before, to all content creators, this is just, I'm not telling you what to do. It's just something to think about. Be careful when you promote yourself as a number, because when the number's up, that means your value is up, and you already label yourself to be valuable based on stats and charts and stuff like that.
I've just seen PR people just the past day or two talking about like, yeah, these numbers aren't as valuable as what you think. It's more about your audience and your engagement and things like that, and like you're saying, like your personality and like what do you bring to the table?
Exactly.
Not just how many viewers do you have.
Exactly, because who you are. Like I'm gonna tell people right now, right? So like I'm gonna tell you two things for real. So on Twitch, right? You got some people that have like 10,000 followers on Twitch or whatever, and like they don't make as much money on Twitch that I do on Twitch, and I only have 1,000 followers on Twitch. Mm-hmm. Why is that? Like, that's the question. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, the way I operate, and this is another message for the content creators in terms of like the number thing, look at who you are and what you do and what you can bring to any conglomerate that's valuable. So I give you an example of what I mean just so you can see how I operate and the way my brain is, right? So, Twitch is major, right? Kick is out there, so there's some competition there. Okay, fine. So Kick is looking to come up, so their bottom line may be different from Twitch, and they're trying to grow. So what I would do is have a meeting with the CEO of Kick and say, hey, what's your goal? What you trying to accomplish 2024 to 2028? That 4-year span. What's that 4-year, 5-year plan? Whatever. And let's say they say this. Oh, really? Well, I'm a partner with AURN. That's the American Urban Radio Networks, right? We reach 40 million listeners a week. Okay? Radio. Now, people be like, radio?
I love the radio. I listen to it every day.
Radio, what that got to do with gaming, stuff like that? Like, don't they want to see the game? Okay, so they want to see football too, but they talk about football on the radio. They want to see basketball, but they talk about it on the radio. Mm-hmm. The biggest advertisers in the world is like a part of what I do. Procter & Gamble, you know what I'm saying? Like all of them, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the family. So the point I'm trying to make is there's so many other ways to do things to bring value where they be like, well, dag, like he's not just talent, he's also business and he's an ally and he has all these resources that we can leverage. I ain't even think about this. Mm-hmm. So now your worth, now they don't care how many subscribers you got right now. They want to have a different conversation.
Right.
And that different conversation provides new information. And now with that new information, now you get to know how things work. So before you get the Twitter fingers and be like, this company didn't pay me enough because this, and then you want to put them on blast, you don't know you cutting your nose, spite your face. Because at the end of the day, no matter how you feel, at the end of the day, you are disposable. Period. So how do you change that narrative? Right. So that's all I'm saying. Look at what's going on.
Twitter fingers is my new favorite thing, by the way.
But then the other thing too, like on the other side, the other inside baseball thing, like again, like people think of like all numbers and all this stuff, but like I tell you, like 80-90% of getting the things that you need in this industry is just to treat people well.
That's it. Oh,
you just treat people well.
Just it's not that hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's really not that hard.
Somebody sends you a code. You do the thing that you wanted to do. You send them the link back. It's that simple. You say thank you. It's like, hey, I understand if you don't have any, but, if you've got some, thanks a lot,
Yeah, and get rid of the entitlement way of thinking.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? People be like, yo, you hip-hop gamer, you supposed to, no, stop right there. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of stuff, cool. If there's a time where I didn't get something, cool. Dog, I got money. I could buy whatever I want. Like, what are we talking about? Like, it's not that serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things we can do. So at the end of the day, if somebody couldn't do something for you, whatever, well, then ask them, well, is there anything that I can do for you? It's not always about what you get out of the situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, people do that all the time. They always, the first thing they think about is what they get out of the situation. Mm-hmm. This is why I love The Rock so much. This is why I love Triple H so much. Wanna know why?
Because, game.
Yeah, facts. They knew early the importance of the business that they was a part of. So what can I do to grow the business so my presence here grows everything that surrounds it? Whatever I touch, it grows the business that I'm part of. If you trying to take everything from the business, there ain't gonna be no business there for you to be a part of. What's 100% of nothing?
Right.
Nothing. But I got 100% of it. Of nothing. Like, what do we talk about? But if you had 2% of $2 billion, that 2% is more than 100% of nothing. So what are we talking about? So get the entitlement out your mind. You know what I'm saying? Learn to love what you do and bring others along that's willing to put in the work, but definitely enjoy the culture like we do. And you'll see things change.
You're my soulmate, dude.
Facts, man.
Triple H versus Cactus Jack.
The video we shot before.
It was good.
Get ready for it.
It's so good. All right, let's get into this discussion because you wanted to prone back to this. So
Here we
give
go.
everyone context.
I'm intrigued by this.
I'm at Dice. I'm getting my lunch. I'm pulling up. Okay, Hip Hop Gamer's over there. I'll sit by Hip Hop Gamer. I'm in the middle. I don't even know how this started. Right? I know you're sponsored by Plitch. I know you like to use Plitch.
Whoa. Partnered.
Partner.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
their. I don't like to say sponsored.
Okay.
Because they ain't just like paying me to do something. Like nah. Like let me just say this real quick before you go on. The way the partnership with Plitch happened was this. I've been using Plitch. I was using Cheat Happens. I was checking out WeMod and all this other stuff, right? So I'm playing these games, and I'm like, I'm having so much more fun playing the games. Like, if I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn, right? Like, I don't gotta play the whole game just to play it over again, just to have more skill points to blah, blah, blah. I can get all the skill points I want out the gate, get everything I want, and have a good time.
Yo, when I finish a game and do every single side quest and I still am not max level, I'm upset.
Yeah, like it's
I'm
like
upset
No,
about
you're
it.
not. You always talk about wanting to have the choice.
No, I want
to
to
make a choice.
No, what are you talking about?
What you don't like it when you could like max out every skill most of the time.
No,
You
if I
usually like
if I
to
do
have a
every
path.
side quest, that should lead you to having every skill point.
That's not what you were saying last week. But okay.
I change my opinion frequently.
So what happened is with Plitch, I really, really love the software and everything like that. So I reached out to them and I was like, yo, what's your goal with this project? I love it. I use it all the time. What you trying to do with it? And this goes back to what I was just saying before. I said, what you trying to do with it? So then they told me what their goal was, and they also told me a lot of the problems that they had. A lot of people didn't want to rock with Plitch because they afraid that other people going to be like, oh, you using Plitch, you ain't no real gamer, this and that. And I said, they not real gamers because they don't know the culture. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I come from that culture. I'm cut from that cloth of Game Genie, Game Shark,
Game Genie.
Action Replay Max, Code Breaker. Where you think up, up, down, down come from? What are you talking about? Like, that's the culture right there. So, so my thing is, I said, no, I'll do it. I already rock with it. Let's put a deal together. So we put a deal together, and one of the things that really helped take the deal to the next level, shout out to my boy King from Iron Lord's podcast, when I was playing Cuphead, they was getting at me, right? They was like, oh, you using cheat codes. You can't beat the game without the cheat codes. And I said, who I'm trying to impress? Like, I'm going to get the same ending you got. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get there faster and more fun and less stress while you got gray hairs. Like, what are you talking about? So what happened is I said, yo, so if you think I'm trash in the game, play me in Tekken 7.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
I said, play me in Tekken 7.
Throwing down the
and then
gauntlet.
Then we can see who's nice. So we played. He never won. And then my brother King was like, all right, okay. But the point is, it don't take away my skill set at all. Yeah. I'm nice. You want to put money up? We could battle. I'm that dude. So at the end of the day, it's like what it is what it is. But my thing is, I'm going against someone. So yeah. But if I'm playing single player by myself,
Play how you want to
play exactly. My money, my style, do what I want to do. And when you the GOAT, you just keep going forward. Everybody else is trying to catch up. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But now that they found out that the deal was very lucrative, they're like, oh shoot, dog, it's too late. It's too late. I can't. Here's what people don't understand when it comes to me, then I'll let you finish the thing. What people don't understand is that I'm involved in a lot of things that people don't even know that I'm involved in. So certain people that has at some point in time may have talked trash about me don't even realize that some of the deals they got was because of me. But I never took it away. I never said, don't use this person, because I think they're great at what they do and would be great for this. And at the end of the day, it's not about your feelings, stuff like that. It's about what's great for the project. And this person will be great for the project, even though they don't even realize that the same person that they trying to get at is actually helping them behind the scenes. There's a lot of things I'm involved in, invested in, and everything like that nobody will never know. You know what I mean? And it's cool. But at the end of the day,
Sound like a puppet master.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, I'm the one. Period. But go ahead with.
But yeah. So I just rolled up on this conversation. You were in the middle of like. It's like you on one side of the table, and then Ariel Knight and like three other guys.
Yeah. Shout out to my brothers, Decoy Games. Ahmed and Khalil was there. Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, so like just having that debate about what
cheat codes,
about using Flitch, about using cheats, about not just like playing the game, but talking about the game and showing the game off. Yep. And yeah, so you just like.
Oh yeah, so what we was just to get even more context. So what Ahmed was saying, how like you're breaking the game. You're not playing the game the way. The first thing was you're not playing the game the way the devs intended you to play it.
Yeah.
And I told them, said, no, the devs just intend you to play it.
Yeah.
They want you to
They
play
just
the
want you to
game.
play it at
However
all.
you play, whatever. They just want you to play their game because that's going to
sure.
bring in success for them. And to prove my point on that, and you can ask Aaron Greenberg, Psychonauts 2 has infinite health built in it. No glitch at all. And you can go to their tweet, play how you want to play as long as you're playing. Like, dog. And then look at Kingdom Hearts 3. They already got the cheats in the back. Like when you could turn on infinite health and everything already in the game and stuff like that. You want to know where that comes from? They get the data. Like every time you play the game, they get the data on how people play. So that's why you got guided versus explore. Sometimes you don't want to walk around not knowing where to go. You want to point A to point B to point C so you can stay engaged with the story or whatever you're doing. Options. All that stuff is there. Why you think the accessibility options is more in line with what I'm saying right now?
Yeah,
The Last of
it
Us.
has gotten that way for
Yep,
sure.
The Last of Us. When you beat the game, what can you do after you beat it? Infinite ammo, infinite crafting, easy crafting. You can do all of that stuff
I
naturally
like the
in the
one-hit
game.
melee kills.
Yeah, you could do that
It's
too.
cool,
One
yep,
hit melee
yep,
kills.
yep.
You could do that too. So my thing is, finding your fun. But Plitch isn't just to make a game easier. You can also make a game harder. So let's say you're training for Evo.
Okay.
You could play Street Fighter where you could set it up to where your health is always at 25%, and you can make the difficulty even harder than what the game was actually made to be. So you're training in a way that others aren't
That's
training
sick.
in.
I didn't
And
know
they're
that.
showing you things that normally other people wouldn't see from certain characters. So Plitch ain't just to make a game easier or just to get through it. It's also to train you. It's a trainer.
That's
See what I'm
sick.
saying?
Yeah.
So-
well, yeah, that's, even call, some of the other programs that you call them trainers,
Yeah, that's what it is. So when Ahmed and them was talking about like if I'm playing Spider-Man and so when I play Spider-Man, right, the moment I get to like level 3, these particular powers unlock. I get them all. Like I don't wait. I get them all out the gate. So then people will be like,
There's still something that don't sit right. There's still something
how
sit right.
did, what don't sit right?
Hey,
What
it's single
no,
player.
no, wait,
It's single player,
what don't sit right with that? Tell me.
Because and we were talking about this there, but
Yeah,
it's like
what doesn't sit right?
There's the part of that it's like that's part of the pacing. That's part of the rhythm. Like we were talking about Dead Island 2 last
Yeah.
year, right? And
Yeah.
like part of why I feel like that game is so successful is because of the pacing and like how that progression of like, okay, you get familiar with this mechanic. And then, okay, now they introduce this other thing. It's like, oh, now they introduce this wrinkle and that wrinkle. And then like, you get it all kind of in step and you get used to it all and you learn to use these tools. And it's like, okay, here's a new tool. You get all of that at once. And it's, one, you kind of like lose the sense of like, okay, there's nothing new for me now. But you also get this, I feel also like there's this sense of like, okay, well, you have all this stuff at once. It's overwhelming. And so I feel in a way that almost makes it so that like you are more apt to lean on just one tool, just one mechanic, because like, well, I don't know what that does. I'm not going to even mess with it. So I'm just not even going to experiment with that because,
So
you don't have that moment where that's the new tool that just got introduced to you.
No, but see, here's the contrary. I do have that moment. The moment it gets unlocked, that's when it's new. That's when it's new. The moment it gets unlocked,
But
that's
you
when it's
have
new.
levels and you have enemy types and enemy configurations that are designed to show that off in a specific part of the game.
Exactly. Now, you know what's so funny is, you see how he said, like, these certain enemies is designed to show it off? You still get to show it off. It's just that it's everything I'm telling you is still gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's just you doing certain. Actually, you know what's so funny? As you progress and you get that new weapon and you use it at this particular point, now you can't. You gotta go back to the beginning to use it because that's what New Game Plus is. Anyway, that's what New Game Plus is. They make you play the whole game just to do the same thing all over again with the new stuff when you could do the same thing that New
That's a
Game
good-
Plus
that's a
does
funny point.
on the
That's
first run.
That's funny.
So what are we talking about here?
It's good.
It's the same thing. No, if you look at March 7th, I think this is when it came out with Spider-Man 2, New Game Plus.
Yeah.
All they doing right now is the same thing that I'm doing. They just doing it later.
It's a really good spin. It's really good.
So those people that's starving for New Game Plus And what's the marketing around New Game Plus? You can start out the game as powerful as you want to be now. And you can dominate and do this and blah, blah, blah. And then you know what's so funny? Then
You did that on your first run.
Exactly. And then now they encourage you, play it on a harder level, now that you at a higher level out the gate. And now they're gradually getting you into that. That's why they got difficulty unlocks and stuff like that. So all I'm doing is instead of waiting 40 hours to do something that you're going to do anyway, I'm doing it out the gate. And the cool thing about it is you get to learn more about the game out the gate because of your access to different skill points, infinite money. Matter of fact, I got another one. This is what we talked about. Yeah. This what y'all got to take the
Cuba's
jacket
all
off
about
on this
the
one, son.
economy, so I want to hear what you think
Yo,
about
I
infinite
got to take the
money.
jacket off.
I
I got to take
like-
the jacket off on this one, son. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's go. I'm going to tell you right now.
I only mess with cheats on my second playthrough.
Okay.
Like, I usually beat it normally, and then it's like, all right, I'll go back and like if there's cheats or whatever, mess
Yeah,
around with
yeah,
those.
for sure.
Okay, so I use them out the gate. So so now here's my thing, right? You know how many people, and this was spoken about in the at Dice as well. So many people was like they love Red Dead Redemption and they stopped playing it. Wonder why? Not because they didn't love the game.
Cowards.
But you gotta pay just the fast travel. It's hard to get money in that game anyway, and the money you get is so cheap. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that,
Who's fast traveling though, man? It's all about riding.
Yeah.
You ride to those destinations.
Now-
we don't need to fast travel in Red Dead.
now you know what's so crazy?
Other
ins-
conversations you have on the way too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That now, see, my thing is, once again, options. So if you're doing that because you have no choice to do it, when you want to do something else, then that experience ain't the same. But if that's what you want to do and you chose to do it, great. It's choice. It's options. When you feel stripped away from that, the game can be more frustrating than fun. And at the end of the day, I play games to have fun. And if I'm not having fun, like Contra, you like especially back in the day, dog. If we ain't have 99 men, son, a lot of people ain't beating no Contra, bro.
So hard.
Come on,
Yes.
bro. You know what it is. So at the end of the day, you can use it how you want to use it. But when people knock it, the first thing I say is, well, did you try it? Did you use it? Did you use Plitch? Did you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No. But if nobody used it, yet you got so much to say about it, how trustworthy and accurate can your statement be?
That's another
Because you're
fair
just
point.
speaking from your thought and hearsay, not from experience.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from experience. Dog, it's a whole new certain scary games I would not be able to complete if it
Oh.
wasn't for infinite health and stuff like that. Because one, the joint's too scary and I'll be dying and I ain't gonna do all that stuff again. You know how fun it is to play Resident Evil and you got infinite ammo
Oh,
with the
so
shotgun?
fun. So fun.
And I'm like, bow, boom, bow. Like, yo, oh my gosh. Nah, son, it's too much fun, bro. And this is what I'm telling people. Try it out. Plitch is different. And then on top of that, I'm gonna tell you this. So when you're playing Resident Evil, right? You know, you got your herbs and all this other stuff in those slots. Now you can free up so many slots because you
don't
don't
have to only
need the
have
herb. You don't need this. So now you don't got to worry about dropping this off. Everything it just flows. And then,
But you're supposed to be scared. You're not.
I'm still scared.
You still scared?
But yeah, I'm still scared. It don't change what's happening in the game. Like if I'm playing a game and I've never seen this part before, I'm still gonna be scared because I don't know what's coming. I don't know what's happening.
Fair.
But when it does happen, at least I can still progress and get through it because I'm gonna tell you this.
I love having no ammo in survival horror games, though. I love it. I love having no
that's
bullets.
and that's an option. Go play Outlast.
Oh, I love Outlast.
Oh, he's been playing out.
I've been playing Outlast Trials, dude.
Yeah,
Oh.
Outlast. See, my thing is, what you just said, that's great. But if you're trying to sell something to both of us and you only appeasing
Catering to
one of
one,
us,
yeah.
you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Period. When you can set it up
Games
to
should
where...
have a super easy mode and a super hard mode. Cater
whatever
to
you
both
want.
sides, yep.
The way I play don't affect the way you play. And then we can have conversations about different experiences.
100%. 100%.
It works for everyone, and it's single player use, obviously. Oh, I'm gonna let y'all in on something.
Okay.
Nobody knows this.
Oh, scoops.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, cause my family over at Plitch, I asked them about this, but they had chose not to do it, and that's fine, cause I understand why, cause you gotta go through a lot of stuff. But Helldivers, right?
Helldivers.
Oh.
Helldivers
Yeah, you would
2.
not want to mess with that.
You don't want to
Right.
cheat in Helldivers.
So listen, no. Listen.
Yeah.
So Helldivers 2, right? You know when you be limping, when stuff like that, the enemies, all the aliens coming at you and stuff like that. So Helldivers 2, I got a way to use the cheats.
Oh no.
And Helldivers 2.
no.
So let me tell you.
Multiplayer, it's a whole new thing.
So let me tell you.
Yo, multiplayer though?
No. I'm playing by myself.
Oh, okay. Solo lobby.
But even if you're playing by yourself, aren't you still contributing to the overall metagame thing?
What are you talking about?
The whole, the universe, the war, all that stuff,
just
democracy.
one person probably doesn't have.
I'm playing by myself. And remember, it's not a PvP game. It's a PvE game.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm not playing.
But it's still like people like contributing to the whatever, territories.
Well, my
and
contribution
stuff
is
like-
way more than everybody else's. I'll tell you that. I'm the GOAT on that game now. Yo, but here's the thing, right? I'm playing that game, and all these enemies coming at me out by myself, right? I'm up here calling this, calling that, shooting everything up, going crazy. And yo, infinite health, infinite ammo, dropping all this stuff. It was crazy. It was chaotic. And what's so funny is that experience that I had, like nobody else got a chance to have. So before you knock and say, nah, don't do that. If you try it and the chaos that it has, Helldivers 2.
I don't know if you want to try it on Helldivers 2 though. Again, because you're still linking to what other people are doing.
What you mean? What are you talking about? Like
It's
you got
still connecting. The stuff that you do is still contributing like points to what everyone else is doing.
So they should be thanking me. They should be thanking me. You getting a lot more because of me. You get a lot more because of
Unlock
me.
mechs because of hip hop.
Yeah, there you
Straight
go.
up.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
There's
tell
some
you.
flying menace in there now. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, now, but like I said, I'll tell everybody.
Yo, multiplayer
don't,
gets
like,
murky here.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is, if it's multiplayer where you going against somebody, that's wrong. You don't do that.
PvE. That's
Yeah,
fair. That's fair.
yeah.
That's
I don't
fair.
do
That's
that.
fair. Sure,
But
sure.
if it's co-op or something like that, and we going against computer people, it's the computer. Like, what are you talking about? First of all,
I don't know. If somebody were on my team, I was on randoms, and somebody was still like, they could just rush through things and.
No. If you're playing co-op and y'all don't want to do that, then we don't do that.
Okay.
But if I'm by myself,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'm by myself and I'm playing the game, and then I did that just to test it out to see if it'll work.
But
and
you
it
playing
did.
Need for Speed and you're setting a bunch of times, hitting the leaderboards. That's what I'm saying. This is the same sort of thing with Helldivers.
So now, in terms of Need for check. I got you on that too. So if we're playing Need for Speed, right? And I'm playing the story mode. Mm-hmm. I'm playing the story mode.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's still like a lot of those things. They're still tied into something network-wise, just like Helldivers.
So now, if it's a situation where because of my leaderboard score, because I can use infinite boost all the time, like you still got to know how to drive. Like you can, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can hit boost all day.
I don't know, man. When I see those guys, they're like top of the leaderboard, they're like 15 seconds. Like there's more than knowing how to drive going on there.
Yeah, I know. I understand what you're saying too. But I'm the kind of person. I'm the kind of person where if I'm playing the game and it's single player, I'm by myself and I'm going against a computer, it is what it is. And if there's a leaderboard that interrupts this and this and that, step your game up or get glitched. Period.
Do you think the best cheat code of all time is spawning a tank in Grand Theft Auto? Because that's my favorite cheat of all time.
I mean, yeah, those are
That's
my
my
favorites.
number. That's my
wacky
number.
Stuff,
Yo,
man. All the crazy stuff in
I love
Turok,
that.
the disco mode.
Yeah,
all the
I love
dinosaurs
that.
start dancing and the lights come on.
I love that. Yo, I
What's
love
your
that
favorite
stuff.
cheat? What's your favorite cheat?
So you know what it is? My favorite. I wouldn't necessarily say my favorite cheat, but my favorite mod though is probably like Skyrim. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh
Dragon.
my God!
The
yes.
ooh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite mods
That
of all
is-
time.
that is peak.
son.
That is
That's
peak.
classic. Son.
That is peak.
Yeah. But what do y'all think though? You know, cause matter of fact, hold on. Cause you know how I get down. I don't just talk about it.
What?
So Returnal, right?
Sure.
Returnal.
One of the greatest
Let me
freaking
tell you,
games
I love Returnal.
ever.
I
Easy
just-
Allies
hold
Game of
on.
the Year.
Hold on. I just got a message. This for you, brother. Shout out to Plitch. Check out this clip from my man Ace Black. Shout out to Ace Black. You know what I'm saying? He said, and then I said to him, "Oh my God, bro, wow, man, I don't know what to say, but I know the feeling, man, for real, because I beat Returnal because I used Plitch." And then he said, "My bro, you are a lifesaver. Tell them boys at Plitch that they have my service." And this was the clip that they was going crazy about. Hold up.
A little weird for the podcast. We do have audio version.
I might be able to edit it in if we can get it uploaded.
Yeah. This is him showing mad love to me because he playing Returnal with his wife.
I love that.
And you know what he said? I never would have gotten to this part if it wasn't for Plitch.
I love that.
Okay.
And you got to think about it. We getting older. A lot of people don't even got time to grind and do all these things. So when you
100%.
using Plitch and you can actually beat the backlog and play the way you want to play and get through the games that you actually spent money on, yo, Plitch
Like
is
Sifu,
it.
we were talking about Sifu earlier. Great
That-
example.
I
Really
use-
difficult game. So many people I talked to were like, dude, I want to get through Sifu so badly, but I just can't do it.
Yeah.
They eventually added a hard and an easy mode.
Why do you
But-
think they did? Hold on.
yeah.
Why do you think they did that? And not only that, they added an invincible mode so you can't die as an option.
Just like
Why
let
do you think they did
people
that?
see
Because they looking at the data and they seeing that dag.
Like
we
5% of the
put
people
so
beat it.
much work in this game, and most people will never get a chance to see all
Mm-hmm.
the stuff we did because it's too difficult. And you got people that's like, yeah, son, I want to play the hardest way to impress who? That's like if you got
I
an
love
elevator.
It doesn't have to be about impressing anyone.
Yeah, I
That's the
just
thing.
like it.
it's
I just like
more
it.
like, you know, like, I mean, because I think one of the things that I go back and forth on depending on the game
Right.
is rewind in racing games, right? So, you know,
Yeah.
You know, like Forza has rewind, Gran Turismo doesn't have rewind.
Right.
You know, and like, you know, I will sometimes, like, I will feel more satisfied with how I did on a race in Gran Turismo if I messed up and I came in like third place than if I played a race on the same track in Forza and I just rewound like every corner. Because it's like, because you get the feel of the track, you get to know the track, you get the feel of the car, you get all that down, and it's like, all right, I messed up here or there, but that's on me. Whereas, you know, when I'm doing rewind all the time, then it's like I'm just kind of going through the motions. It's not, I'm not fully enjoying it. Now, where the kind of like the other flip side of it is, say, with something like F1, where I'm out like on a race that's gonna be like 30 to 45 minutes long. Sometimes your brain just turns up. You just start getting distracted.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, a couple of rewinds here might not be a bad thing as long as I'm not overdoing it.
And now I'm glad that you said that. Because if you look at Elden Ring and you look at Demon Souls and you look at all these games, you do all this work and then because 2 hits and then you die, you got to go all the way back. And then because you got to go all the way back, the people that you killed already is revived.
Yeah.
And all this other stuff. And then
For me though, it's if a game is so good, like From Games, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
If it was on the other end, like I'm not a huge Neo fan. If something is super difficult and I keep dying and it's not like my favorite game, then I'm probably might drop it, you know.
Interesting.
But if it's a From game, it's like, dude, dying in Sekiro is a pleasure. I'll die over and over again and just love it. Because then when I beat it, I'm stoked.
Yeah,
Gotcha. No,
here's
and
part of
I'm
my
with you.
nonsense with that too, like especially with Elden Ring, you know, because I put a ton of time into that game and hadn't finished it yet. But it's because I would get into these situations. I'll fight this guy, and it'll be very clear that if I just come back to this guy later, I will have an easier time because I'll have better weapons, I'll have better stats. But still, it's like I see that like, no, I can beat this guy. Like I see the code well enough.
Yeah.
You know what? If I just get good
Matrix,
enough,
dude.
I can beat this guy.
He's beginning to believe.
And then then I'll spend like 3 or 4 hours just like practicing parrying against like every little thing to this guy. And then I would eventually beat the guy and then I would move on. So it's like,
think about it like
there's
this.
a satisfaction to that.
This is your career. The average everyday person that just want to pick up a game and enjoy it, and they love Elden Ring, is not going to say that.
But I wasn't playing Elden Ring for work. If I had, that would have been kind of a waste of time for me to play it that
I mean,
way.
is you're in the industry of gaming. You're in the industry. This easy allies, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So I'm talking about the dude that just came home from, you know, working sanitation or something like that, and he's just want to get into a game real quick. And a lot of times, for example, I got the program right now in the schools, and I use Plitch in school as well. But they play without glitch, and then they play with glitch. And I got this documented. You know what they said? One of the kids was like, I love the game, but at times it could be real difficult, and I don't really like dying. I like to progress. And I said, well, that's good. I'm glad that you said that. And then they played it with the joint. They still learned the game, got better at the game, but progression made them stay with it. Yeah. And even as a kid, if you don't see no progression, but yet you're doing so much, it can have a reverse effect on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's
what do you think things like summons and stuff like in Elden Ring, don't you think that like they have ways to kind of mitigate some of those choke points?
Hold up. All right. Let me tell you right now, dog.
Bring in some friends.
Let me tell you right now. See, here's the issue, right? He's talking about bringing in some friends and stuff like that. Everybody ain't got no friends, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't got time to be
for everyone. You don't even need real friends for that.
It could be, it could be
random.
an NPC or it could be somebody else online.
No, I got you. Yeah. But then here's the thing that happens. It's like
you get a guy with the sword that's like chops him in half.
Yeah, I feel you. But see, it's one of those situations where it's like, I didn't beat him. That person beat them. They helped me.
They got the final
hit.
They
got it's my game, but they the ones that's showing out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's my birth.
But isn't Plitch just in
Nope, because it's still you doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's still you doing it.
I get that.
You know what I mean? It's an enhancement for you.
One of my favorite Game Shark cheats of all time, because it fundamentally changes the game for the better, is GoldenEye walk through doors. Because when you play, I've talked about this before on this podcast. Because when you play 4 players in Facility, there's that steel door at the end of the hallway that has a whole nother section of the level. It's shut up. It's closed. You can't open it.
Wow.
If you use Game Shark walk through doors, you expand the entire map for multiplayer. Dude, we used to do it all the time.
Fire.
It was so sick.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying, and that's all I'm saying. It's like so many people that was against it. I always ask, did you experience it? And until you experience it, you can't tell me nothing. And everybody so far, no, 100 out of 100, everybody that has used it was like, yo, they use it for something. So I'll give you an example. They may not use it for everything that I use it for, but they use it for something. They found it beneficial in their experience. Every single person. Whether it was having infinite ammo in games where ammo is scarce, or whether it was the skill points, whether it was the money. And that would be the only thing they use, money. Everything else is the same, but they just get the money and stuff like that. And I don't know why everybody want to play broke anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we play rich over here, son.
I play broke.
We play rich over here, son. So
I want to be poor.
Yeah, that's all.
I want to be so poor.
About it's like it wasn't even about leveling up. It's about grinding to get that gold.
Exactly.
Yeah. Man, I just beat Grand Blue Fantasy.
Yo,
yeah.
Sick.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta play it.
That's one of the best games. That's the closest. In some ways, better than Final Fantasy.
Shit,
in some ways better. Not always. Final Fantasy still, but there's a lot of things that Grand Blue does that's insane. But in Grand Blue, right, you got all these characters that you could use, right? And you got all these mastery points and all this money. Do you know it'll take you 40 hours to try to max out probably like one person, and you got like 5-6 people that you can. I did all of that out the gate. The game was so much better, so much more fun.
What do you think about that? I would love your opinion here. That quote from back in the day was Sekiro.
What?
When the guy cheated, the reviewer cheated or something, and then there was the famous quote like, "You robbed yourself.
Oh, right.
You didn't experience it for yourself."
The meme, yeah.
Yeah, the whole. Do you remember that meme?
Wait, hold up. So this
Can you find the exact quote, Don?
Wait. All right. So wait, what did he do?
I believe it was like a reviewer cheated for like one of the final bosses or whatever, like Melania or something.
What did he use? Infinite Health or something?
Yeah.
I don't remember the full circumstance. Yeah,
someone used a cheat to get through it, and they admitted it in the article that they cheated.
Oh, okay. Well,
and then there was a famous meme. This reply was like, "You didn't better yourself. You didn't learn."
What was I telling you earlier? What was I telling you earlier?
Like
who am I trying to impress? Yeah. I don't care. I didn't do. How you tell me what I did or didn't do? I beat the game. You probably didn't even beat it. What are you talking about? So this is what I be saying. A lot of people. This is why, there's a lot of people that missed out on a major opportunity with Plitch deal-wise. Simply because I'm trying to beat the game and be real and all this other stuff. I be real and be broke. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, man. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's dumb.
Well, but the one thing that there is a little bit different here, though, that I want to know is the difference between, again, like a cheat code, which is something that is in there from the developer, whether it's intended for, the audience or not. Although I think, like, after, like, 87 or 88, most of the cheat codes were probably intended for the audience to find.
Yeah.
Versus, like a Game Genie or Plitch or something where you're essentially just, like, hacking into the values and changing things in ways that were not intended.
That's why it's on PC and not console.
Right.
Because PC is the Wild Wild West. Console is a different type of beast. So that's why Plitch isn't on console, at least not yet. But what's interesting is I brought it up to Aaron Greenberg. And I was like, yo, what are your thoughts on this? Because I got the data on how people experience games with Plitch. Like, I think there's well over 2 million users. Right. On Plitch.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Like, it's the business is very lucrative and it's constantly growing year over year. So there's a whole audience of gamers that probably didn't even buy your game because they know they probably wouldn't be able to beat it or have the time, so they just wouldn't even play it. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you leaving money on the table as a business because you're not adopting Plitch.
What are your thoughts on hackers in multiplayer games like Call of Duty and shit?
Oh, that's trash. Because you're going against people.
Yeah.
Listen, if you are a computer, a CPU, you ain't got no feelings, man. Get out of here. What are we doing here? But if you going
Skynet, dude, look out.
If you going up against an actual person and you cheating on the person, that goes to what you said earlier about cheating by yourself or something like that. So you said, I forgot what I said.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot what was the quote you said.
Is it cheating if you're alone?
Is it cheating if you're alone?
Yo, show of hands. Is it cheating if you're alone? You know what that could mean, but you also know what we're talking about. But what I would say, is it cheating if you're alone? No, because you're not cheating nobody. You're enhancing your gameplay. You know what's so funny? Oh, I'm going to tell you this. Yeah. This is the realest thing ever. So you was talking about Dead Island, right? Yeah. I love Dead Island 2.
Sick game.
One thing I hate about that game, games like that, is when your weapons break and when you run out of stamina.
Okay.
Play the game where you could use whatever weapon you want, as much as you want, and you don't run out of stamina, so you could run and do all this other stuff and move, dodge as much as you want. You got all these people coming at you. So the game is designed for you to have a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Plitch balances it out, so when you're playing the game like that, it feels more balanced when you're playing the game because the way they come at you versus what you can do, you're very limited to what the enemies can bring at you. They're going to come at you however they're going to come. But with you, when you have that balance, oh my gosh, that's why when you get those skill points and you level up and you go to New Game Plus and you play the game over again, you have more fun playing the game over again because now it feels more fair and balanced as opposed to the way the game comes at you.
Well, some games do the opposite. Some games they ratchet it up when you do New Game Plus.
Yeah, that's true too. So, but I'm going to tell you something else. The clothes that you wear, certain clothes that I may get in a game, if I like this outfit,
but the stats are trash.
Oh, yeah.
But the stats is trash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It don't matter.
Every game should have transmog.
It don't matter. You're right. Every game should have it where whatever you wear, the stats transfer to that clothing. But certain games, you have to wear this because the stats is attached to it. So with Plitch, you will literally wear whatever you want. Do whatever you want. It don't matter.
You're bringing fashion into it now.
Freedom.
This is a game changer.
Freedom, bro. That's at the end of the day, freedom. All right? And don't clip this and be like, oh, black guy talking about freedom or easy allies and you got white dudes here. Like, you know how it go. People yo, bro, the internet's crazy.
The internet is crazy.
Because they would take a clip of this and like narrate it the way they want to narrate it, stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
I will take less stats to use the Buster Sword in Final Fantasy, though. I'll take the hit. So be it.
See?
I'll take the hit.
He'll go through the pain.
I'll go through the pain.
And he don't have to.
To use the Buster Sword.
And what's so funny is I played Final Fantasy VII Remake on PlayStation 5, beat it. It was amazing. I played it over again on PC. Way better experience. I had all the material.
All the material max.
All the everything. Oh my God. It was so much fun.
Actually, that's a thing in that game that I feel like sometimes I have too many. Like, just give me the thing I want. I don't need 100 different material.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'd rather be like, okay, just stick this in there and I'm good to go. And let me. Instead, I have like a stockpile of like 40 more material. I'm like, what am I going to do with these things?
Yeah, all I'm saying is try out Plitch for yourself. And when you use it, like I said, 100 out of 100, everybody that I introduced Plitch to found a use case for it.
I believe
Every
that.
single person. I can show you the data and everything. Every single person.
You know what we've done here a few times is the crowd control. Have you messed with that?
Crowd control and you talking about like
on the streams. So like yeah, people can like
Red Dead 2 crowd control.
Yeah.
Teleport you and make you small and crazy and
turn this into an animal.
Yeah.
I love
turn you
that.
into an animal. Yep.
So fun.
That's fire.
It was fun.
I love that. I love
like we're
that.
just running as Arthur Morgan and we turn into like a snake.
Oh,
it's like what?
See, that's what gaming is about, right there. Just fun. I love it. However you find your fun.
Find your fun.
That's a good one.
It's good.
Find your fun.
Find your fun. It's really. I feel like someone said that before though.
Yeah, it's probably
Did we
me.
steal it from someone?
But, yeah, probably me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But 'cause I remember saying that before. But find your fun. That's fire. But yeah, get Plitch, y'all. Tell me.
I don't cheat.
And
but
listen,
you bring up
you're a
you
partner.
bring up great.
Remember,
listen,
he is a partner.
And listen, if you could DM me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll give you Plitch Premium for free for the year for you to test out yourself.
Boom.
Word up. You know what I'm saying?
You can't beat that deal.
And you know what? I hope you try it out. I hope you just take one game to just try out Plitch.
That's
just once.
that's what I was saying though. Like I never even got into
cheat on a stream.
like I never even got into Game Genie because it was always the hacky
Really? Wow.
codes and all that stuff. Put in the passwords, play around with that stuff a little bit, but like Game Genie was always it was always a little weird to me.
Game Genie felt more illicit.
Yeah.
Game Genie was sketch as hell, I remember as a kid. Like, my neighbor had it, and it was just, there was something about it that felt illegal. Right. yeah. It's like, we should not be doing this.
I loved Game Genie
Yeah, it was
when I was a kid. I used it
awesome.
all the
Remember the commercial? Think about it. That was a point in time in the 90s where they had commercials for it.
Yeah.
It was the cool thing to do.
Game Shark felt legit. But
love
Game
Shark.
Genie felt sketchy.
Wow. But yeah, it was dope, man. I loved it, man. Got the big dude holding up the joint like this. It was crazy, son. Loved it, man.
Let's hit one of the headlines here.
All right.
This week we had two new studios from AAA veterans. First one is called Empty Vessel.
Empty That sounds like a Dark Souls
I like
boss,
that.
dude.
Yeah, it does.
So this the team they've got devs from id and Naughty Dog and some other folks.
Just power players right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
bro.
And I
Power
got
players.
some quotes from their press
Heavy
release.
hitters.
Empty Vessel today reveals itself as a new, independent, AAA game studio committed to ushering in a new wave of development focused on creating high-quality, meaningful games that feel great to play. Comprised of world-class developers who have worked on iconic franchises including Doom, Quake, Call of Duty, Last of Us, Borderlands, Tomb Raider, Uncharted, Callisto Protocol, and more.
I love Callisto Protocol. I don't care what nobody says. That joint is fire. I
was
beat that
cool.
game too. I love that game.
game was cool.
The studio
Thank you.
aims to share its specialty in the immersive shooter space with its first unannounced title. By prioritizing
Immersive shooter.
By prioritizing and aligning our strengths, we're confident it's possible to create AAA quality games with smaller, focused teams.
But you know what I keep thinking of? I'm really
that's
scared
true.
here. You know what I think of, though? I think of Immortals
Sure.
of Avium.
Yeah.
So
I'm nervous.
So here's what I would say with that. This is interesting. So one of the dopest games that I've played recently was Stray. That game is phenomenal.
Sick game.
I mean,
Yeah.
insane. Everything about that game was amazing. So one of the issues in the gaming industry now is you can't just put people together just because they come from other good areas. You got to put a great team together that understands how a team works, that understands the roles and this and that. When you put a good team together, you could punch above your weight in any situation.
No doubt.
So the AAA part is you can have a big enough budget to do big things and still remain an independent studio. That is doable. But when you have, especially with AI, when you have someone that can do the job of 10 people accurately, efficiently, then yeah, you could punch above your weight because the skill set is there and the tools is there to support the skill set. So you don't need 2, 3, 4, 5 people on a certain project when one person can do it with the proper tools. So that's what we're about to see more of now. Now, the Immortals of Avium thing, I'm going to tell you one of the biggest issues with a lot of these games. A lot of times it's not the game. A lot of times it's how it's marketed. And so I'll give you an example. With Immortals of Avium, graphics, everything look crazy. You got real people, real actors, and all this other stuff. There's so many better ways they could have marketed the game for that game to get the proper attention. Yeah, this is very important. Like, where my camera at? Y'all need to hear this. I'm gonna look at this one. Like, am I looking at this one?
Right. No.
Oh, this one.
There you go.
All right, I'm looking at this
There
one.
you go.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, all the game companies, studios, marketing, everything like that. Sometimes the best thing you can do is don't market to gamers. I'm going to tell you why, especially when you got licensed characters in your game. See, you still have people that want to be down with the cool kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still got that type of mindset. So when you show certain games to people that's not even in the gaming industry, but they see something and they see quality, they be like, oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is crazy. That's one. Then show it to kids. They be like, oh, this is cool. Oh, look, the laser, mom. Oh, this is cool. Now it's cool with kids. Now it's cool with this. Then once certain gamers get a hold of it or whatever, the message is already solidified. So what happens is those gamers that got jobs, they got to think, dag, if I go against the millions of people that's already showing love for this title, it might not be wise for me to do this. I might be looked at like I'm crazy. And that might not be a good look for my job and my brand and what I'm trying to build here. So let me just have a light heart approach to this game and give it more of a fair shot and change the tune and change my tone a little bit. Because
Immortals was very serious.
Yeah. So my thing is, I'm telling y'all, you don't always have to market to the hardcore gamer with all these millions of followers. Sometimes you could bring a video game to what's the name? Jimmy Fallon. You know, or bring it to Clueless Gamer. You know, certain games do different things with. And then what happens is, if something cool comes out of it, then everybody's gonna capitalize off the cool because the cool is beneficial. To
Helldivers 2 is cool.
There you go.
So cool.
So my thing is, everybody want to talk about how great it is because that's the narrative. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. You got to play on these things. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, Helldivers to me is a overrated game. I don't think it's as good as people say. But I know why people like it, but I don't think it's good. Baldur's Gate 3, I think that game is way overrated. That game's like a 6 to me. You know what I'm saying?
Shots.
That game is
we got shots coming
way
in.
Overrated. Yeah, but I'm not just saying that to say that because it got shock value. I can prove it. First of all, with the combat, to me, the combat's horrible. I gotta pick you here just to get a fight, and then you fight the boss, and their biggest move is boom. Like, nah, that's not exciting. I don't care what nobody say. Baldur's Gate 3 is one of those games that, because of the name, is why it's at where it's at, in my opinion, because of the name, not because that game is just so amazing. Same thing that they do with Zelda. Like, I love Zelda. I love Zelda. But Zelda is starting to become one of those games that's overhyped. I can prove it to you. There's a game that was shown on PlayStation State of Play last year.
You can both be overhyped and still be the best of the year.
I'll say it again?
You can both be overhyped and still be the best of the year.
That's true. That is true too. But my thing is, I give you an example of what I mean, right? There's this game that was shown on PlayStation State of Play. I think it was something Tower something. I don't remember. And
Tower Fantasy or something?
Maybe that's what it was. But it was this game. It looked amazing. It was crazy. Cell shaded and all. Looked amazing, huge. It looked way better than Zelda. But Zelda.
But looks aren't everything.
You know what I'm saying?
It's how it plays. The whole package.
You're right. It's how it plays. To me, Zelda, even how Zelda plays, is not all of that. Like the year that Zelda won over Horizon is a way better game than Zelda. It looked better. How? How? Okay. If you want to go story, hold up. If you want to go story, you can't even go story with Zelda. The main character don't even talk, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here. Same thing with Baldur's Gate. The main character don't even talk. Like my homie that plays the dude with the white hair, I don't remember his name right now, in Baldur's Gate. But that's my dude. He's the star of the show.
Yeah, Neil Newbon, yeah.
Yeah. He's the star of the show. Not even you as the character you play. So you tell me the story is amazing, you don't even talk? Get out of here. Zelda, you don't even talk? Get out of here. Stop it. Stop it. I love Zelda. You see my bag? I got the Zelda bag with me. Like, I love Zelda. I grew up on it. But my thing is, stop holding back great games that really put in the work that deserve the shine because you got a childhood affection to a brand name.
Well, it's actually pretty insane. The first time I didn't beat a Zelda game, actually, when it came out, was Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom?
I just didn't.
But
this one didn't click with me as hard. So.
All right.
I was lost in that thing.
So now
I put like 280 hours into that.
Yeah, see? So now my thing is, story-wise, your main character don't even talk. Horizon, Aloy, personality, everything like that, going those other stuff, like, even the way it starts, in terms of being excluded, they do the rock in her face and all this other stuff. Like, yo, you feel that. Then if you're talking graphics, come on, bro. Switch, PlayStation 5. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't even start that. Stop it.
We have a phrase around here where if a game doesn't look great visually, we call it switchy.
Switchy. I like that. I like that. It's switchy. It's very switchy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the second thing, right? Then the third thing, if you're talking about gameplay, dog, you up here fighting all these major robots. The world is huge. You flying up here throwing this. Zelda, come on, man.
Oh, Zelda, you got so much freedom though, so much creativity. Whereas Horizon, you're just like, all right, go to this encounter, and go to this. Like all the side quests are the same. All the combat encounters are really samey. You know, you fight like big elephants or like some crocodiles coming out. You know, you're still.
You got these little goblins.
You're still
in Zelda that you fighting.
You're still going into every encounter with like the arrows that like break them apart, and then you go to your bow and arrow that shoots like 5 at a time, hit the targets, rinse and repeat. There's a lot of that.
He just said rinse and repeat. Yeah. Dog, how many times you try to climb up in Zelda and your
there's so much
gone?
creativity in that. That's nonstop ideas.
Yeah.
In Zelda, I mean, it's just like
really?
a new idea, shrine puzzles.
So there's no nonstop ideas in Horizon because I could point them out to you. So for example, right, if I want to, I could go all the way up to the top of the T-neck.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Jump down on my glider and stuff like that. Land on somebody, or I can go stealth if I want to and track them and then do that. Or I can take over a machine.
That's fun.
And do that too. And now the machine is on my side.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? So I just gave you 3 different type of multiple ways you can attack that. Then on top of that, you got more weapons. And, let's go the fourth way.
A lot of filler weapons.
Let's go the fourth way. Let's go the fourth way. You can set up traps. So you can have the monsters, like the animals, run across the trap, and once they run across the trap, then you doing this and doing that and shooting them from different angles too.
Yeah.
Then you can freeze them if you want. Come on, bro. You kidding me? Yeah, but that was a great debate. But going back to what I was saying with Immortals of Avium, I think that game was marketed bad. I don't think the game itself was bad as people made it out to be, but it was marketed horrible.
Yeah. I don't even know exactly what you needed to do differently, but it did feel like just one of those things, just like on the face of it, it just didn't feel as appealing as it should have.
Yeah, it didn't hit. But that comes from marketing. If you have a great product, but you don't know how to make the connection with the product, then you have a great product.
Suns.
Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns, amazing video game.
Yeah, but
I don't even think the developers know how to explain it because there's so many different things going on in that game. You know, it's like you've got like an RPG and sort of a strategy game, but it's not at all like XCOM. And then you're wandering around out in the woods and you're making friends with different Marvel characters. And it's like, it is kind of all over the place. And when you play it and you're in it, it's like, this is sweet. But then the challenge of like, how do you communicate? How do you get the people into it?
That's the punchline.
Yeah.
How do you get the people into it? And like for example, Sea of Thieves being on PlayStation 5. So many
top pre-order
right now.
Crazy.
Now, this is a game that's 7, 8 years old now?
Yeah.
So why is it that
6 or 7?
Yeah, maybe. But like everybody's so in tune and can't wait to play this game. So now think about this for a second, right? You notice how the marketing of Sea of Thieves on PlayStation 5 is more about Sea of Thieves being on PlayStation 5 versus Sea of Thieves the game. So they knew that with all the talk, all the conversation, the way everything is trending, Xbox this, or all they had to do, it's the same thing that Shuhei Yoshida did with Adam Boyes when they said, you want to share your games?
Right.
Do that. It's the same concept. Sea of Thieves on PlayStation 5. Let's just keep driving that home because that's what everybody's talking about. That's what everybody's care about. And now the new audience is going to understand it because now they got this game coming to them. And if everybody's talking about this game coming to PlayStation 5, it must be something special about the PlayStation 5 version. So let me just go get it. It's genius.
That's good.
Because the community did the marketing for you. All you got to do is capitalize on the community. You don't got to do nothing else. They didn't not one time try to sell you on the game.
You had a good point when you were saying like don't market to the gamers, like market to the
Yeah,
the
don't
masses.
always market to the gamers, man.
It's a good point. It's a really good point.
The game is
Like if Immortals marketed towards like not the gamers because the gamers just like shrugged it off.
Yeah, don't do that. And like timing is everything too. If I was real talk, if I was in charge of that marketing and stuff like that, and you got all of those people, I would have had one of the things I would have did. I would have had a tastemakers event where I get people from the news. I get people from CNN. I get some kids, Nickelodeon. To get some gamers obviously do it, but I get everybody there, right? And I'll do it in a movie theater. Because the game looks so real that it's like, yo, this joint look like a movie. So it looks like a movie.
Well, I think another thing, too, that does a disservice to that game is it's very heavy on particle effects and stuff, and YouTube chews it up. It chews it up.
That is a
seeing that on a trailer
blood
and seeing it in person.
YouTube chewing up, dude.
Easy Allies is amazing. That is such a great point. So my thing is, imagine you seeing that game for the first time in a IMAX theater, and you got a mixed group there. The game already looks like a movie. It's powered off of Unreal Engine 5. They see that, wow. And you got the developer playing it, so now they get a chance to experience it like, yo, wow, I want to play that. That's crazy. I can't wait to get it when it comes out.
Playing in the Las Vegas Sphere.
Wow. So, but my thing is, if they would have did something like that, all the talk, get Hollywood Reporter, Forbes, like get everybody. You know what I'm saying? Bleach Report. Like, get everybody there. Not just IGN, GameSpot, Kotaku, like the same run in the mill. Get everybody there.
Yeah.
And then, like, do you know, like, I'll give you an example. Kid Capri, right? One of the legendary DJs in hip-hop. It's my brother right there. He goes crazy over Call of Duty every night. So many people didn't even know that. He's nice in Call of Duty. Nice. Crazy. So, imagine if somebody like him that loves Call of Duty, he DJs at arenas all year round. Imagine having that at the arena and 20,000, 30,000 people looking at this like, oh, shoot, this is crazy. Oh, I gotta get this. Oh, my son might like that. Or they don't know, but they know it look hot.
Yeah.
Now the gamers gotta like, dag, if everybody like this and I say I don't like it, I gotta be able to stand on what I don't like about it. And some people can't stand on it, and some people can't stand by themselves. And sometimes it may not be wise to do that from a financial standpoint because of the marketing dollars that's spent on it. So it's a lot of things. Immortals of Avia, man, I ended it, the game. I thought it was great, but it was marketed horribly.
I agree.
Back to these two, though.
All right.
Empty Vessel, as we said, some former Doom folks. Mick Gordon in there is on that page for that staff page.
Some good music.
He did the music for Doom and Doom Eternal.
Yes.
I love the music for Doom.
Totally.
Doom Eternal.
Get out of here with how good that is.
Yeah. So think about that. Immersive shooter.
Yeah.
with Mick Gordon Music.
Yeah.
And folks that worked on all of these games.
This is good. This is good.
This is I can't wait.
This is good news.
I can't wait.
The second one that was announced the same day, these guys somehow ended up announcing
Any affiliation with each other? Or just no?
No.
Weird.
Giant Skull.
Great name.
My brother,
Stig Asmussen.
Stig. Listen, I gotta tell y'all something real quick.
Yep.
True story about Stig, yo. That's my brother. Matter of fact, yo, hold up. Hold up. I think
For listeners, we're getting the phone out again.
I think this would be dope. Hold up a second.
Who's gonna do Jedi Survivor 3?
Hold
Now
up.
I wonder though.
Hold up. Let's see if he picks up.
What you're calling? Oh my god! It's unhinged.
Hold up.
Holy
Let
cow!
me see if he picks up. I hope he picks up.
Could be eaten.
I'm gonna text him and see if I'm gonna give him a call me.
Okay.
Big bro.
God of War 3
I'm
hype.
on Easy Allies right now, talking about how amazing you are. Talking about how amazing you are. Call me now. Love you.
Call me now.
Peace.
So Stig's heading up to studio. Some other folks.
That's good news.
Some other folks from the Jedi team in there. Some other folks from Fortnite are in there.
Good.
Wow.
Nice.
He says the Giant Skull studio culture is founded on creativity and curiosity. We have assembled a talented team renowned for immersive storytelling, heroic combat, and exhilarating traversal. And our goal is to craft a rich universe that players will want to lose themselves in for years to come.
Sick.
Currently in development, AAA, single-player focused action-adventure on Unreal 5.
Wow.
Listen,
Sign me up.
I'm gonna tell you something
Sign
right
me
now.
up.
Yo, Stig
One of the
made
greats.
one of the best games ever, God of War 3. One of the best games ever made.
Love that game.
Period. Like fighting all of the. Oh, I thought you even. I'm about to say, yo. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. This is so crazy about Stig. People, from what I heard, people love working with and love working for Stig. So I'm extra excited because with the right team that Stig is leading, and the way that's described, and it's on Unreal 5. All the skill sets that they have collectively as one, like forming Voltron for real, I believe that this is going to be one of those games
Exodia.
that when the first time you see it, it will become a franchise
100%.
because of the love that people will have for it based on how they show it. Remember, it's a single player game, so they're not going the route of multiplayer this, live server this. It's going to be a trailer, in-game, engine,
Get
whatever.
your glitch ready.
Yeah, get your glitch ready.
Yeah.
Facts. And then when you see it, it's like they can do this. Like this is, and then from the game director of God of War 3,
Right.
I could see
And Jedi.
Survivor.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
From the visionary director. Yep.
So here's a fun thing they did. Their website.
Yeah.
We're talking about cheat codes, right?
Yeah.
Their website has a command prompt. They have like these hidden commands that you can type in, and it pops back out. So like there's a command for like you type in culture, and it kind of gives like one of their like mission statement things there. You type in team, and it gives you like a list of the people that are already on the team.
What?
You
Crazy.
type in
That's fire.
cat giant _ skull.text, and that pulls up something else. Cat space crew _ manifest.text. There's something else there. So yeah, they're playing around with the website and announcement of this. He also talked to IGN, Ryan McCaffrey at over IGN. He's got some cool quotes there. First of all, they say the studio is about 30 people right now. They said if we want to make a game that has momentum to it, that you want to keep on playing it and respect our players. We want to create real, authentic worlds that don't feel random. They feel like there's a rich history and that there's thought behind them. And then about the team, if you want to work from home all the time and under the part of the world, totally fine. We've learned how to make that operation work at a really high level.
What did I say?
Clutch.
What did I say?
If you want to come into the office every day, we've got a great space and a great location. If you want to come in some days each week for hybrid, it's up to you. We don't care. The most important thing is you have all the tools you need to get the job done.
Legend. Legendary.
What did I say? I said, when you have the tools and you got the team, you can do anything. 30's the new 60. You know what I'm saying? 30's the new 60 when it comes to a team. 30, dog.
Lean and mean.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about, bro. I know what I'm talking about, son.
Last quote I got here for him is, we've secured significant funding.
Whoa.
It's sufficient to support our vision, but at the same time, we'll explore partnership opportunities with global publishers when the time comes.
Where'd that funding come from?
Yeah. Oh, it's interesting.
He just hit me back. He said, hip hop, love ya, love easy allies.
Nice.
Word up.
Sick.
Yo, wait. Can you call me real quick? Can you call me real quick? If not, no worries. If not, no worries. I'm in LA right now too, bro. What up? I'm in LA right now too, man.
Looking for a drink.
So if anything, dinner on me. God bless.
Coffee with Stig.
Yo, you know how crazy it'd be if like Stig was around and I said, yo, come through. And we just sit down and talk. That would be nuts. But yeah, so he said he loves me. He loves easy allies. Yo, that's what we do. But
I wonder if
gonna
Stig
talk later.
played the Valhalla DLC for Ragnarok.
Wait, say it again?
I wonder if Stig played that, the Valhalla DLC.
Well, see, that's the thing. So like, Stig, one thing I love about Stig is that he's such a student of the game forever. And the reason why it's important to remain a student of the game, because that's the only way you're going to get better
Always
at the game.
be learning.
That's the only way you're going to be, facts, always be learning. But you can't have a team if you stump your own growth individually.
Yeah.
So you have to grow individually so that your team can become strong collectively. And without that, you can't lead. So think about it. How you going to lead me and you don't know everything from top to bottom about what we're doing?
We got to learn to live together or we're going to die alone.
Ooh!
What is that from?
Ooh! Where's that? What movie that from?
That's from Lost, the TV show.
Okay.
But yeah, man, like it's crazy. But yo, and that's what I mean. It's like, what people got to understand is when you are, game development is hard. I don't care what you say. Like game development is very, very difficult.
Devs always say when a game comes out, it's a miracle.
Yeah. Like Adam Boyes will tell you.
Yeah.
You could have the ideas, you could do all this other stuff. How many games did you ship? Will tell me a lot about you and your team and your skill. How many games did you ship?
Yeah.
So my thing is to be able to ship these games and they come out the way they come out is unbelievable and it's difficult. But when your skill set and your tools is right and the environment is great, it's very hard to fail in a situation like that. I don't see you not winning when you got the tools and the team.
Yeah.
And the finances.
But talking about the market though, and kind of about shipping a game, late last week, like right after this podcast, basically we learned that Deviation Games closed down, and they didn't get it shipped. They had started up in a very kind of similar circumstance with this. They were formed from Call of Duty vets who were working on an original AAA shooter for PlayStation. And that was revealed back at Summer Game Fest 2021.
Yeah.
So almost 3 years ago now.
I remember that.
But yeah, it sounds like they've had a rocky couple of years. One of the founders, Jason Blundell, had left back in 2022.
Right.
Then they had some layoffs in 2023,
Right.
and now it's they had to put out this message
So
this week that they had to close.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of that is Sony shifting directions because we just
Right.
had all the Sony layoffs. And then, saying, okay, Studio London's gone, this project's gone, that project's gone.
The Getaway, dude.
So this feels
Getaway,
like...
classic. I love that game.
This feels like maybe part of that. It's like Sony was looking at this and they're like, yeah, we're not going to wrap up that game. And that was where their funding was from.
Now, I'm not sure if y'all remember this interview, but Shuhei Yoshida and Mark Cerny had an interview many years ago. And Shuhei was like, look, man, sometimes the toughest decisions got to happen. You can be... almost ready to ship a game, and we may have to cancel it.
Last of Us
And you did all
Factions.
that work.
Shut it down.
Had to shut it down.
Brutal.
And it's tough, you know, especially when you put that much into it and now it don't get to see the chance to have a lighter day. There's many reasons why these things can happen, you know what I mean? So I don't know everything 100%, but most of the time when I speak on anything, I'm telling you what it is, I'm confirming it, and I stand on it, and then eventually it comes true. But what I can say now, with Deviation in particular, I don't think everybody was as passionate as what they was building, and it caused friction inside the studio. And when you got friction, you don't get things done, which means money is being wasted, and then sometimes you got to pull the plug. Now, I'm not saying that's what it was.
Right.
What I am saying is...
But, I mean, that sounds like what was going on with Perfect Dark, right?
Yeah.
You know, all the kind of back and forth that's going on with that.
Yeah, so what I am saying is when you have pivotal people leaving, that means that you got people that's leaving that has the option to leave. Not everybody got that option or that luxury to leave. They're stuck in this job
That's
and
a
they
great
need this
perspective.
and stuff like that. So when you're in a position of power and you up and go, it's like, I don't got to deal with this crap. I'm out.
Rocksteady, the co-founders left.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
So pay attention to positions of what's going on. And I'm just saying this because history repeats itself, and I'm very well aware of internal studio things where depending on who's saying what, where it's coming from, the source of things can pretty much tell you what really happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? And trust me, just like how I'm able to pick up the phone and be like, yo, Stig, what up? There's a lot of people I can do that with. And I'll just leave it at that.
Last sort of tangent connected to all this, because we're talking about, you know, these guys are starting triple A independent studios.
Yeah.
We also have the Triple I Initiative.
Triple I.
Which we do not know what this is yet, but they put out a teaser site this week from developers behind Darkest Dungeon, Risk of Rain, Slay the Spire, Vampire Survivors, V-Rising, and, quote, many others. There's the Triple I Initiative. There's a website. It's got a countdown that looks like it should end 2 weeks from today, like March 28th at 11 a.m. We will find out whatever that is.
What Triple I is all about.
If that is a new publisher, if that is just a big joke,
Yeah. What?
who knows? You
You said
know?
Darkest Dungeon, though, man. Magic words there.
Man, you know what's interesting about that? That feels very Kojima-ish.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Very Kojima-ish.
Well, it feels very Devolver to me, too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I love Devolver Digital, man.
Same.
I really do.
They make
man.
such awesome games.
They
Publish awesome games.
yeah, like you know what it is. What I love about Devolver, besides from them just being so dope, like they just make stuff, man. Like you know what I'm saying. They don't get too caught up in the politics and the arguing and back and forth. They just make stuff
they
and
make
call it a day.
sick shit.
Yeah, that's it. They just
That
make
is
cool
it.
stuff and then call it a day. And one thing that I like about Devolver Digital is, from at least what I've seen, they don't appear to be messy. And what I mean by that is you have a lot of people in the industry, a lot of companies in the industry that could be messy. Like Activision was messy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like when companies, even if there's turmoil, you'll never know about it. And that lets me know that you got a real tight ship that you run with a tight team.
Yeah.
I don't like when people go public with stuff that has nothing to do with the public, or they start crying and whining about something because something ain't going their way. It's none of nobody else's business but y'all's. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
So I think when you got a team and a crew and a publisher that can figure things out amongst them, you'll have a healthy, growing studio like all the time. You know what I'm saying? When y'all could go through good things and bad things, but y'all know that we stay together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's important. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think, because, you know, we've been hearing from a lot of people about how ridiculous funding has been right now for the past, you know, year or so. You know, I saw people, like, you know, pitching their game like 200, 300 times and all of these different pitches. And it's like, and then people will tell them like opposite things. You know, it's like, oh, this person is like, oh, it's too short. And the other person's like, it's too long. And it's, you know, or whatever. You know, it's like, and it shows that it's like, okay, the problem's probably not them. It's probably not the game. It's just the way the funding situation is right now, that everyone's just trying to find a safe bet.
Yeah.
Right. See, what that was saying
safe,
earlier, playing it safe, what I was saying
playing
earlier.
it safe.
So here's the thing. Here's another thing I was going to say. When it comes to the game industry and getting your game funded and stuff like that, one of the things that needs to happen like now, ASAP, a lot of these companies, y'all need to do better business so that y'all don't need to always rely on somebody to fund what you're doing. Fund your own projects. Like, there's ways to do that. Like, I give you a great example. So, I'm from New York, obviously, you know what I'm saying? And in New York, the budget for New York is $100 billion. That's the budget for New York.
City. Yeah.
Yes, for the city. And $34 billion of that goes to education, right? So what I try to tell a lot of companies, find the budget for your city. And where all this money go, make sure you have that built in your business, in your gaming business. So if they don't got funding for your game, they may have funding for your nonprofit that you're trying to do something with, and you can leverage that funding for your game. But you just found another way to get the money. So this is what I be trying to tell so many companies. Yo, there's so many things that you don't have in place and there's money there for you to get. Like, it's for these reasons, but your business isn't set up to receive it, so you will never see it. You'll never get it. And even in the school system, if the money isn't used for a certain time, you lose it. And it may go to a charter school or somewhere else. But either way, you have money that you couldn't even do nothing with. You see what I'm saying? It's sad, bro. So my thing is, a lot of these game development companies, when you're making your gaming company, have 501c3 as well. Have this. Make sure your business credit is right. Like, there's ways to you can get hundreds.
Kickstarter and early access, I love so much. Now.
Yeah, you get hundreds.
I used to be down on them.
Yeah, you can literally get, right now, they got companies that will give you 50 million, 100 million. Out in Dubai, Saudi Arabia, they got hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm just saying that is there for you to get, but if you don't set your business, if you so focus on one element of the business, making this game, fine. Hire some people on the team that can handle other things to generate revenues for you. Grant writing. Get a grant writer, or get a grant writer that knows grant writing so much and they pair it with an AI so it's easier for them to do multiples. And now you got crazy money coming in that you don't got to pay back. That can all go to your funding of a game. You want to know why? Because you're giving more people jobs to build the game because of the funding that you're getting. And the funding that you're getting is yours, and you're a gamer, so you know what needs to be done versus somebody that don't even care about the culture, but they just got money. That can ruin the whole project.
Right.
So these are just tidbits that's very valuable that I think people need to pay attention to. That should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe III is related to funding. Maybe it's just these guys are getting together to make some super game.
Or maybe they partner with Apple.
Right.
And they got the ultimate eye game going out.
Gosh.
All right. This one won't be long, but I just sometimes I see these things and I just have to. I'm going to tell you about pools.
What is
What
this?
You have not
this?
heard about
What
pools.
Are you talking
Don,
about?
bring up pools. We'll play this video right here for everybody.
What are you talking about?
Pools is an adventure game
Okay.
that provides an experience reminiscent of an art gallery, focusing on exploration and ambient sound.
No, this is just It Follows, dude. This is a horror game.
While inducing a sense of isolation and tension through minimalistic gameplay and the absence of traditional threats like monsters. The absence of user interface, dialogue, and background music in the game is compensated by immersive sound design that adapts to the environment, enhancing realism and tension. For instance, walking in water slows movement, contributing to a heightened sense of presence and atmosphere. In pools, traditional story elements, characters, and in-game notes are absent. Yet, as players progress, they'll observe the dynamic transformation of the game world, encouraging diverse rooms and distinct mysteries in each chapter.
That is the creepiest pool I've ever seen.
Fostering a continuous sense of exploration and intrigue. So yeah.
The hell? Yo, talking about taking risks. Like, what is this game, dude?
Wow.
This is
Well, you don't need
this
Plitch
is
for this.
sick.
You don't need Plitch for this.
This is cool. Blood,
yo.
this is cool, man.
So, yo,
What a unique thing. The little water slides.
Yo, this is.
I'm super into it.
Yo, the graphics.
Some good-looking water.
Yeah, really
is
good looking water.
Crazy. So it just continues to evolve as you go.
Yeah, it sounds like things just kind of get
'Cause-
perhaps more complex, perhaps more bizarre and strange.
How do you get to a new
It looks like
pool?
you're at a YMCA for listeners, and then all of a sudden, you got lots of tiles, you get lots of pools, and now
Wow.
we're walking on walls, I guess, sort of. What's happening?
That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. That is crazy.
I'm super
I love
into it.
I love it. This is something that honestly, I think it'd be really cool if they like release this, but they also release like the tools that they utilize
Build
to
some
make
pools.
it, and then
Yes,
you just
dude.
take it further.
100%.
Build a park. Like you got pools,
The demo's out.
parks.
There's a demo.
Oh,
There's
word?
a demo. There you go.
Sick.
Hit that demo.
That's fire.
Pools.
Shout out to pools, yo.
That's funny, blood. Well
I'm telling you,
done.
I got a feeling that you're gonna have pools, then you're gonna have parks, then you're gonna have like patience. I'm
Did
telling
you
you.
ever play
sequel,
what
Parks.
Superliminal?
What's one?
Is it Superliminal, right?
Yo, wait, blood. Have
That
you
was
heard
all
about
first
this
person.
30 Days on Ship game? Have you heard about this?
Oh, I'm so pumped
Dawn,
for this. I'm so
30
pumped.
days on ships.
30 days on ship, and you are stranded at sea
Oh, okay.
on a shipping container. A big cargo ship with tons of shipping containers, and you like open the containers to find things to help you survive.
Wild.
It's like wish listed right now. Yeah, it looks crazy. It's taking TikTok by storm. I
You're
saw
alone on like a cargo ship, and
Yeah.
I guess the 30 days, I'm assuming, because that's how long I believe it takes a cargo ship to cross the Pacific. So you're
Got
alone
it.
on this empty cargo
Yeah.
ship. Well, I don't think it's really
Wow.
empty, but you find out
Yeah.
some surprises.
Fun.
Wow.
So pumped. What
It's
a
funny because
concept.
everyone was talking about that they didn't know they needed a game like this, and then Dawn was like, I dream about this like every day.
Literally, no, I've said
This
that to
is
Huber
Dawn's
before.
dream game.
Huber knows that it's literally dream because I fall asleep often thinking I'm in a
know what
shipping container on a ship.
Dog.
I don't know why. It's
You know
a
what it reminds
placid
me of?
That's crazy.
It reminds me of that Silicon Valley episode where he got into like the driverless car.
Yes, dude! Oh my
And
god!
he ended up on
yes.
some island somewhere because
Dude.
everything was automated. There were no
Yep,
people.
Yep. So funny.
Yo, that's crazy. So that is, yo, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. I know right now it seems like it's bare bones, but I think that pools is gonna be
Pool's hype.
something. I
Pool's
think it's
hype,
gonna be
dude.
something. Like for real, for real. And
It seems like a really soothing stream, dude.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah.
hanging out in the pools.
I'll tell you one thing though. I'm just keeping it real, man. But I think that if Twitch got a hold of like pools, like to do a deal with it, where they had like different streamers playing pools in a pool, that would be crazy.
Blood work,
And
dude. Blood in the
That would
tub.
be crazy. Blood in the tub.
Blood in the tub, dude.
Blood in the tub.
Let's go.
Eminem 3 a.m. music, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, dog, I really think that they're gonna have like content creators play pools in a pool and talk about the experience in like a hot tub or something like that, and you kind of know where that leads. Like, is cheating? Is it cheating when you're alone?
Is it cheating when you're alone? It's too
You
good.
stupid. Let's go.
It's too
All
good.
right. We've got more to come, but if you've been enjoying the show so far, please take a second to like and subscribe and ring that bell on YouTube. It helps us and it helps you stay connected. All right, it's Don's turn. He's been
Don.
sitting back there. He's been playing Contra, Operation Galuga.
Yes.
Classic
Galuga.
franchise.
Yes.
Again, cheat codes are synonymous with Contra in the past.
Yeah, dude.
Facts.
Konami code.
Facts.
Invented the cheat code, right?
Straight up.
So, yeah, tell us about how that's been. We played a little bit of it. Actually, I didn't get to play, actually. But you guys were playing a little bit of it on Tuesday night.
Yeah, well, first of all, Blood, I got to clear it up as I did the other day on the stream. You're pronouncing it wrong, Blood. It's pronounced Galuga.
Yeah, I like
Operation
that.
Galuga. It's good. Look, okay, I had high hopes for this game before it came out, and this is the bottom line. I'll get into some details, but look, it might not be like the excellent, perfect, modern Contra game we're all hoping comes out at some point, modern day Contra game. However, does it scratch the Contra itch? 100%. It does a lot of things right. I sat on a couch with a friend of mine and played through the entire thing, and
Nice.
it was a wonderful experience. So although there's a couple little, and look, the fact is there's a little bit of jank in this game, but Contra is always had a little tiny bit of jank. I mean, that is the fact of the matter, right? So it doesn't feel like there's anything too out of place on this thing, and overall, I would say it's doing more right for the Contra franchise than wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, my bad. I got a question for you though, bro.
Yep.
When you was playing this game, right?
Yeah.
Did you like who can you see being a guest character in the Contra world aside from Rambo? Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, and the only reason why I'm throwing this out there is because when I saw the trailers, I was like, they need to do an Expendables DLC
Oh, that's a good call.
of Contra.
Sure.
Great call.
That would be insane.
That'd
So
be
what
fun.
are your thoughts, bro? Like who would you want to see in this joint?
That's a good question.
Konami, so Solid Snake.
Who? Oh, so Solid Snake would be a simple match.
Sure.
I never thought about
that would be fire. Wow.
Sign
That
me
would
up
be
for
cool.
that.
How would stealth work in introducing a little bit of stealth into Contra?
Wow.
Octo camo. if
Or
you stand still
on the
something.
flip side, if you had Raiden.
Raiden.
Sword?
Melee.
Sword?
Electric sword.
Wow.
That would be sick. Both those are excellent. Well, geez, I would love it if that. Unfortunately, I doubt they're going to get any guest characters in this. Seems too small budget, but who knows?
Yeah, Way Forward worked on this one, right?
Yeah, Way Forward worked on it. So that's some of the deal is like, look, great pedigree, right? And a lot of it is solid. You could tell there's had some kind of budgetary constraints or something. I don't know what happened with the game. There's some kind of issue where like either maybe they weren't given the proper budget or maybe they, had to rush things and didn't quite have what they need because the ambition in this game is sick. Like some of the concepts they come up with for some of the action set pieces are so extremely rad, right? Just amazing, over the top. But like, whatever. It's not pulled off in any kind of like top quality technical achievement, right? It's got a little bit of technical issues going on throughout the game, but it's still super fun to play. And some of the best things about it are that, just the homage to all the past Contras. I mean, I don't know a lot about the production of this, but it kind of like seems like just a reboot of a lot of what they've done before. Almost every single boss is like, you recognize from the past Contra and stuff. But it's just, tiny little twists on them and stuff. They all look pretty good. Like most of them are done pretty well. It's really fun. The difficulty balance, I think, is actually pretty nice. Huber saw this immediately. It's not the brutal, just painstaking Contra.
Because you can do where you have life, so you can take multiple hits before you die.
Default, you have like 5 health.
Yeah.
Well, you default at 2, as you saw. You're going to see some of that in the bet. That's why we died real quick. I don't want to. You see some of the bet stuff later, but you can upgrade. You get all these perks, so you can unlock a lot of perks, and that can increase your hit points, like weapon durability. They've got all kinds of stuff that they throw in for the perks, so it really kind of balances out the difficulty.
I honestly feel like if the game had a better art style, everyone would be talking about it right now. I don't hate the way it looks, but I don't think it's special.
Sure.
It does not do the game any favors the way it looks. It looks low budget.
Well, other things that's tricky with something like that, especially with a 4-player, is it's like there's so much of that kind of like bullet hell element to it.
Yeah.
That it's like you've got to have that as your priority no matter what. It's like everything's got to be visible because if you're just getting hit by stuff and you don't realize what kills you, that's a pain in the butt. So it's like I can see that being a challenge in terms of like finding the right look for the game.
Yeah, I could see the 4-player thing being like an thing they threw on there. They're like, this could be really cool, but it's honestly, it's chaos. It's way too much chaos, and it's just an extra mode that's there for a little bit of fun. Like the way the game is meant to be played, for sure, still 1 or 2. The 4-player thing is just kind of like the Sonic multiplayer thing, where like it sounds cool for a second, but then you're like, after 10 seconds of the game,
it's too much.
10 seconds of the game in motion, you're saying like it's just not working. Yeah, it's too much going on.
Don, there are like a bunch of extra characters in there. Are there like differences between the characters themselves, or are they just characters?
Yeah, it was cool to find out actually some of these characters did have more differences than I thought. Like for instance, they added a dash for all the characters and an air dash, which is really cool.
Love
But
an
for
air
instance,
dash.
I love that. Yeah, that's fire.
I love the air dash in this especially. they got this new character, Ariana, and she's cool because like they modify her with like a slide, for instance, instead of the dash. So then a lot of you can unlock certain perks that are like specific to her moves that aren't available for the other players too. So you can, get character specific perks, which is nice. Probotector, which is a sick name.
Yeah.
Robot co-op partner, you can unlock Probotector. He's got a grappling hook, a vertical grappling hook, which Huber was pointing out to me. It's like rad as hell because the characters don't have an upward
and
air dash.
And he can hover. He's a jetpack.
Yes, so they've got all kinds of character-specific things like that, and I think they actually have 3 or 4 different characters you can unlock. So
I want to say there's
it's a nice
6
variety.
altogether.
Yeah, it's a nice variety, including the original too.
Nice.
So it's a lot of fun. I mean, look, I had a lot of fun with it. There were like some rough edges. Also, in all fairness, I am playing on Switch, and Blood pointed out today there's a new update that just dropped. So some of the technical stuff that I might be kind of down on this might have gotten fixed, honestly. It might be running a little smoother and stuff like that. And Huber, I know what you mean. Like the look, it didn't grab me at first on the trailers.
I don't hate it,
right? And it's one of those games that definitely you play it, and you immediately get more into the look. Like as you're playing it, you're like, oh, this isn't quite as bad. But I know what you mean. Like it kind of varies back and forth. They have a few moments, like I pointed out to you, Huber, the gory moments, which you're like, oh yes, you're like, that was rad as hell. But then those are like kind of like selective. It kind of didn't know which way it wanted to go in terms of like a little bit like cozy looking, or does it want to be like hardcore and violent? Like where did they want to dance along that line of violence and stuff like that? You know what I mean? How cartoony did they want to make, since it is just bullets flying everywhere?
Would people be more hyped if it looked like Streets of Rage 4? I don't know. I think so. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. After seeing Sega's remasters, like Golden Axe
coming back, Crazy Taxi coming back,
looks crazy. Like if Contra had that brand new Golden Axe look,
that sheen.
See, my thing is like I understand the nostalgia, but at this point, it'd be dope to have like a brand new Contra in a way that we never seen it before.
Right.
And a game like this came with that game. So like this is just like this game itself is actually an add-on as an homage, but you have a brand new remastered reimagining of what Contra could be like in the modern day. Yeah. Because honestly, man.
Well, I mean, I think Returnal is a good example of what a modern Contra could be like if it went all out.
That's a great point. God, I love Returnal.
I love Returnal.
I love it so much.
You know what it is? Returnal, it feels so good when you play the game. You ever play a game?
Like purple machine gun thing?
Yeah. Like you ever play a game that feels so good? Oh, and here's just another thing I wanted to say, because a lot of times I don't like this stereotype that's going on. A lot of people feel like if a game is single player and it doesn't have multiplayer, then there's no replay value. And what I always stand by is saying a great game will always be played.
Yeah.
Period. I don't care.
Played Last of Us 100 times.
Yeah, a great game will always be played because replay value is playability, period. If a game is fun to play, I will play it forever. Gears of War, I will play it forever, all day, every day. I don't care. I love that game. The joint is sick. So the point I'm trying to say is, if you look at Contra and the remaster, like if they was to do that stuff and it feel good like how Returnal feels, Contra would literally be like a modern game now. So the way we loved it growing up, a new audience will love it now for them growing up. Yeah. That's the way I think it'll be.
And imagine, I think just go with, high quality pixel art, just old school, but big budget pixel art. Tons of particle effects and just things blasting everywhere, but have an old school, big budget look. I think that's what we all crave so bad. It's just like nice money behind it. So it's a little bit of a bummer, I think, that they went, but it's still worth playing ultimately.
With Konami, we'll accept scraps.
Right. Basically, yeah. Oh, one cool thing, since you mentioned, the really cool thing though that they included is like unlocks, is they have like hidden things, like you can like unlock the retro soundtrack from the old Contras, from the old Castlevanias and things like that. And then they have like retro remixes of the new music, and then you can choose to play that in the background of a couple of different modes. Not the story mode, but you can do the arcade and mode, etc. and stuff. So they have a couple little tidbits in there that they threw out. So there is, you can tell, here's the thing about it, no matter how it's executed pretty well, you can tell it was probably something like budget was working against them or something like that. But it feels like WayForward, like their hearts and their minds minds were really in the right place. You can see they have love for the past of this franchise, and there's a lot of that does come through in this. So it doesn't just feel like some cheap, like whatever licensed thing. Like there is a lot of details in there, a lot of stuff you're going to recognize if you're an old Contra fan at all, that you're going like, oh, cool, like the effort is right, and most of the time they get things like pretty right, So I would recommend it for sure in terms of that. But it's still not quite like the pinnacle of what we're all dreaming we could see Contra re-release become,
Yeah.
Got it.
Next up, I put about 5 or 6 hours, something like that, into Outcast: A New Beginning, which is out this week. And I've just been curious. Like, I've got no familiarity with this. The original Outcast came out in like 1999. Apparently, some of the original people they got onto this project as well, which was crazy.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah. So I think there's stuff in there that probably alludes to the original game, but I don't know how it connects. This game, it honestly, like, it gives me those, like, kind of PS2 vibes.
Yeah.
In both positive and negative ways.
Yep.
Yeah, it just the style of like the writing and the voice work and like some of the graphics and stuff. You kind of get a mix of those vibes of where like it's going for something that's like maybe a little bit more old school design philosophy rather than a modern open world game.
Yeah.
Your main character is Cutter Slade.
Cutter Slade.
I like that name.
That's a 90s name right there.
Yeah, Cutter Slade.
What a name.
It's like Cutter Slade.
Yeah,
I can feel that.
And so you start off just like going through like this dimensional portal and ending up in this temple on another world, and it's sort of like Cutter's got this amnesia sort of to a degree towards like he doesn't remember why he's there.
Is that Cutter with T's or D's?
T's.
Cutter.
But he gets some flashbacks of his family, and so he knows he wants to get back to his family.
Right.
But he doesn't necessarily know everything that's going on. But then he also gets these visions. If you're looking at the B-roll, you're seeing like these soldiers and stuff.
Some Mass Effect energy.
He's getting visions of these humans that are invading this alien world. So it's like the story is like this mix of like Stargate and like Avatar kind of thing.
Wow.
So this general guy or whatever, he's trying to find something on the planet. He's bringing dudes from the native species up into the ship, interrogating them. They don't know English. He gets fed up. He just shoots them.
Jeez.
Like,
wow.
But then his daughter is trying to like negotiate and work with them, and so she's sort of like a rebel within the ranks or whatever. But yeah, so like you're the only human that's like not a part of this whole system and doesn't really know what's going on. But then there are like these prophecies that seem to be about you and all this other stuff. So there's a lot happening. But what's one of the funny things with the language barrier is when you first start the game, like when you walk up and talk to villagers, they're just speaking the native language and nobody knows. You don't know what anyone's talking about. So you walk up to shopkeepers, you get nothing because you just get whatever language you're talking about.
Yeah.
But then you meet these shaman dudes.
Dude, it looks fun, bud.
And the shaman, they know English for some reason that will probably be explained later.
Probably because the humans have been there for a minute.
I'm guessing that Cutter Slade came forward in the future or something like that. That's my guess right now. But anyways, Cutter. So the shaman takes you to like this central island that's got like this protective barrier around it, which is where the invaders are trying to get at.
Got it.
And in there, they've got like these priestesses and stuff, and then like you're delivering.
This game is such Dawn bait, dude. Holy
You're delivering
cow.
a message from the Yods. So instead of gods, they say Yods.
Wow.
And like, at first he can't pronounce it right.
Shout out to some fog right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a weird thing at the beginning, like to keep you on the main path while you're still in the tutorial, even though they don't really tell you that you're still in the tutorial. They have this fog teleport you back to town if you don't go the way they tell you to go.
Lost in the fog.
Later on, it's not a thing, but it's a weird thing at the start.
It looks pretty sweet, dude.
But yeah, so you tell these
good jungle.
You tell these priestesses the message from the Yods, and then all of a sudden, like it like triggers this like pillar of light and stuff, and then you can understand the native language, and then you can talk to everybody and do shops and all of that stuff.
Cool shield.
But yeah, and what's interesting is that like they both interpret the message differently, and so they give you kind of like separate main quest lines. And so one is like, oh, I think that this is about protection, and then the other one's like, oh, it's about procreation. And in the past, like they've always just sort of been in sync.
Cheating if you're alone?
Yo, I'll tell you that joint is fire, son.
But so the thing with the procreation is that because of the invaders, they haven't had this festival, which is the festival that usually where the males and females get together and pair up or whatever. Like that's kind of part of the culture. But yeah,
did you skip those scenes, Blood?
No, we haven't. That's the end of the main quest is to get that festival happening.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Pause the footage. We're on something else.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot. Nah, keep going. My bad. I mean, it's
go for it. You started. We're not interrupted.
So here's the deal. Looking at this game, dog, makes me think about a game that was on PlayStation 3 that both of y'all know, and that game was fire too. Dark Void.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah, Dark Void.
Dark Void.
Hell yeah, Dark Void.
I was looking. I was like, yo.
Yeah, go ahead and show that jetpack.
He's leaving me hanging. He's leaving me hanging on camera. He's leaving me hanging on camera. Do y'all see this? He's leaving me hanging on camera.
Sometimes I'm just looking the other way. I don't catch these things.
So like
in my own world.
I was as I'm looking at this game, I was like, wait a minute. This feels like I played this. Yeah, and I look. Dark Void.
Yeah.
I love Dark Void because it made me think about Rocket Man. Something like
that. Rocketeer.
Rocketeer.
Yes.
Yeah, so gameplay wise, it's like third person perspective.
Yo, what are these web wings, dude? Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, so you have.
I know, right?
So basically, you pick up your gear left from lying around from like the other humans or whatever. So you like grab you've got like this shield. You can punch dudes. You also get guns, but the jetpack is one of the bigger things, and it has like its own kind of skill tree that evolves. So at first, the jetpack just basically lets you dodge and double jump, but then as you get this like blue crystals to upgrade it,
unless you use Plitch,
right?
Facts.
You once you upgrade it, then you can start gliding around on the ground, and then you get another upgrade, and you can glide in the air. And like what we're seeing here is like there's like these like little side activities to where you follow these points of light, and like if you follow it within the time limit, then you get different upgrades. So like some of the places there's like these shrines where the upgrade will give you extra, another check on your health, like another block on your health. And then there's some other one. This one here that I'm doing is this temple, and the thing I got out of it, like, it hasn't been explained yet. So it's just like one of those collectibles of like, I guess I'll figure out what this does later.
That's funny. At least it lets you get it before it's introduced in the game.
Now you know what's so funny, right? So on Suicide Squad, right, when I'm playing that, the controls on that game is a little like the controls are weird, but my favorite character to use is Deathshot. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The jetpack's so fun.
The jetpack. So my thing is, my jetpack is unlimited. So I never run out of jetpack. So I can fly as long as I want, as much as I want, get to where I need to go, don't gotta worry about falling and nothing like that. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, freedom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Deadshot superhero Suicide Squad, right? And I'm flying. Who wants to fall in the middle? Like you know what I'm saying? And then you gotta deal with this stuff, helicopter trying to get at you. Nah, B. It's the same thing with what's the other joint that got the there's another game that got a jetpack as well.
Anthem's a good one.
The Anthem 2, I do the same thing. But either way, with Suicide Squad, you got the jetpack. Just Armored Core 6.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Armored Core, that game is phenomenal on Plitch. Like if you play that joint without Plitch, you're gonna be mad. You play Armored Core 6 without
best
Plitch
on Plitch.
You're gonna be mad.
The game's all about finding the right builds. But
but Armored Core 6, but that's the thing. But check it, Armored Core 6, I got infinite money.
Right.
So I buy whatever I want and put whatever I want together when I want. But listen, so I'm up here flying, right, in Armored Core 6, And it's so much fun to be able to just fly when I want and do what I want, move here, shoot this person. Like, it's crazy. So looking at this right here, that jetpack, like, that's fun. Like, I love the jetpacks in like a lot of games. It's mad fun. And when you run out of
Deadshot's jetpack run out? What the hell?
And then you run out of the jetpack just to do these little side missions to get like a perk that allow you to use it for a longer time. So I gotta go through all of that. It has nothing to do with the story. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? I just see one of the biggest problems in games is what you see a lot of times in movies: filler.
It's all filler.
A lot of stuff be so much filler, and that filler can be detrimental to the experience of the game overall.
2024 has been the year where I've turned on side quests. Actually, I got a whole big thing planned about it.
Think about this, right? And you said it earlier, but think about this, right? When you look at the trophy data and the achievement unlock data, why nobody is finishing games, or they spending so much time doing certain parts of a game, but there's so much more to explore that they don't even try or test out because of the grind. NBA 2K, I love NBA 2K. I just love playing basketball. But when you think about my career and like what you got to grind, sometimes people like, let me just pay for this Hall of Fame pass because I don't got time to be. I'm just keeping it real, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I will say, like, two different sides of the same coin here. One, like, is it filler if it's fun, right? Because it's like, one of the things, like with these, it's like going through these little arenas.
I love that. Flying.
Yeah, if it's
chasing
fun,
things down, flying, I love it.
If it's fun, it don't matter then.
But on the flip side, there were some moments there where like some of that was like, okay, done enough of these. Let me go on and do something different, right?
Sure.
But what you saw like there at the jungles and stuff, what is interesting is that like it's a game that I think is like technically open world, but it doesn't look like what you think of when you think of an open world game, right? Because like now when you think of an open world, like you think like, okay, I get up to a high point and I can see everything, right?
Yeah.
And with this is like there's like a lot of like thick jungles, there's like a lot of vertical cliffs and things like that where it's like, okay, like I find my way up to the top of this huge tree or whatever, but then I still can't see necessarily all that far. Like I can kind of see to the edge of that area or this area or whatever.
Yeah.
But it still feels kind of like more constrained, more level design focused, even though you can kind of go wherever you want after that tutorial area. Some of the areas that they have, this is the first town here, and this is this crazy like treehouse village.
It's a cool town, dude.
Basically, yeah.
It's selling me on this game, just this town.
Yeah, and it's like that's the thing. It's like there's like a lot of rough edges in this game for sure.
Swimming, baby.
Let me ask you this. How's the waypoint system like? Because that's another thing I can't stand about certain games. Mm-hmm. Certain games, the waypoint system is so off based on the way the levels are designed. You ever followed a waypoint joint? Like where
I'm here. Where
I'm here, but you got this big giant wall is over here, but then it's under here. It's like
I haven't had so much of that issue. I mean, I will say that like if you look at your mini map, you can kind of see like some of the like shops and stuff there, and like sometimes it's like,
no, I get that.
But where is that? Because it's so vertical.
The main objective waypoint. That
but the main objectives I haven't had issues with, and you can go to the map and fast travel to any portal that you've already unlocked. So unlocking the portals is kind of a big part of like getting around the world.
Like jumping off the roof in Assassin's Creed. I get it.
There's a little bit of the map here.
Got you.
But
see, I'm gonna tell you something else, right? This is another reason why I love like The Last of Us, or even that game, The Expanse. That I was playing recently.
Oh, this is the second time, by the way.
Expanse hype.
Yeah, because my thing is like I like waypoints where, like, if I'm here, the waypoint is there. The moment I come here, it's there. Exactly.
Dead Space, dude. The
tracker
on the ground.
Tracker on the ground.
I love that thing.
Yeah, because the thing is, you never want to create a scenario where you just feel like just so lost. You get defeated fast. It's like, dang, I gotta. And then by the time you find
Don loves to be lost on Pandora.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. You mentioned Explorer mode, and because I like waypoints in certain games, but I was saying, Ubisoft is known for what they do with the waypoints and the whole, map system and everything, icons everywhere. But Pandora, Avatar, have you played this game, Hip Hop Avatar?
I beat
Frontiers?
the game, dog.
There we go.
Nice.
This is what I'm talking about.
Dog, yo,
so
bro,
you didn't play it with waypoints, though, though, right? You played Explorer mode on that. Please tell me.
Nah, wait, dog. No, but listen, hold up. I explored anyway because I got infinite health. I can't die. I just go anywhere I want and check it out. And the joint is amazing.
More than any game, I loved getting, not lost, but just wandering and finding my own way in that game, just with no rush whatsoever.
Magical.
Like you were speaking to me earlier when you're talking about that. It was just, no, and I haven't cheated in the game because I haven't thought about it, but, I may consider it. I may consider getting somebody because I'm in no rush to progress the story at all. I'm just living in this world,
Yo, so I'm gonna tell you this: the environment, this is no cap
the best
at all.
ever.
There's no game that exists right now.
Thank you.
That is better than Avatar.
Thank you.
Pandora Frontiers. Like
including Tears of the Kingdom, am I correct?
Come on, man. Yo, don't even mention Zelda.
Tears of the Kingdom is child's play compared to Pandora.
Yo, Pandora is crazy. No, but not only that.
It's insane, yeah.
Not only that, so, like, I'm big on graphics, right?
It is beautiful.
So, I know how to make my games look a lot better than the average person. So, I'm going to tell you how I play my games so you can understand why I'm so crazy over Avatar. So, when you're playing Avatar the way I play it, I have the LG C1, right? Hear me out. I got the 75-inch LG C1, right? I got the HDR on, and I got the 4K HDMI deep color with the 46 gigabit HDMI cord to go with it so you can actually do HDR correctly, right?
I love this.
When I'm playing the game, right, I got everything turned up because I got the AMD RX 7900 XTX graphics card. So it's crazy. I got everything turned up to the max, right? 4K, 60 frames per second.
Yes.
And everything turned up. Then what I do is I use lossless scaling. So lossless scaling, you can spend like $6 on it and stuff like that. Lossless scaling. What it does is it gives you frame generation in any game, regardless of what graphics cards you use. So I'm playing the game at 60 frames per second in terms of what is running, but it looks like 120 as I'm playing because of the frame generation. So I'm playing with the frame generation on. VSync is on, so it's locked in. When I tell you, you've never seen a much more smoother experience ever in life.
Movement
and
in that game is
on top of
insane.
that, on my LG C1, I got it set to where my true motion is on 10, my de-judder is on 10, and the true motion is on high, because high complements the 120 BFI, black frame insertion. So when you put all of that together, dog, you've never seen Avatar like the way I'm looking at it. And I'm telling you, bro,
IMAX is pretty good.
The environment,
Amen.
the graphical detail, everything about that game, nobody touching that game.
That
and this
audio,
is,
that
the
3D audio is off.
The wind, the wind
Yes.
in the game is crazy. When the helicopters is flying and you shoot the rocket at them, and they're unbelievable, dog.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you, right, I beat the game, dog. There's a part in the game where you're on this big giant hill. I don't want to spoil you nothing, but you're on this big giant hill. And when you look down, it's like, I just came from there.
Yes.
And then, this is the glory part. This is the glory part. When you actually get a chance to connect with your rider, like, you know what I'm saying?
Your Ecron. Your Ecron. Yeah.
When you fly into the world, and you start seeing the trees, everything. Yo, the fog, that joint ain't nobody touching that game. There's not one game, any game you name right now, I will smash that game with Avatar.
Dude, even Digital Foundry was like, this is the peak.
100%.
Ain't nobody, shout out to Digital Foundry, ain't nobody touching this game. And here's one thing I would say. The most realistic game that you can buy right now and play in terms of just like sheer graphics, played the way I play on my TV, like the way it's set up. Even though Hellblade 2 ain't out yet, that's the only game I would give a slight edge to, Hellblade 2, but it's not out yet. But you mentioned it earlier, the Callisto Protocol.
Love that game.
In terms of real, the skin, the everything, the teeth,
the deaths.
everything.
Wait, if you were cheating, did you get to see all the cool deaths though?
Of course I did.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so what happened is because you gotta remember, like just like in Tomb Raider, if you fall or something like that, you still gonna die.
Okay, cool.
It's still like that.
Those things are gonna propeller blade. You still get chopped up.
There's a lot of deaths just from enemies too.
Yeah,
there's a lot of deaths. Yeah, so some of the deaths I did see just to see them, like you know what I'm saying, so like that. But it feels so good to be able to orchestrate the way you want to kill everybody in the game when you got infinite ammo, infinite health, infinite stasis, infinite. You got infinite stasis.
You can just play with your food.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a game. That's infinite stasis.
Infinite stasis is just beautiful. But yeah, anyway, just let you know, Pandora ain't nothing like it. Period.
Thank you for that.
Love it, dude.
Thank you for that.
We're all going to see Avatar 3 together.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
The game we were talking about, Outcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? I forgot my man. I'm sorry, man.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, yeah, kind of in a way. Because you know, like when you look at like the environment, like the environmental artist on this, like was doing work. Like, you know, like they might not have access to like the crazy budget of an Avatar or something, but like you look at those jungles, you look at those towns, like the vistas on that, like when you first get to that second town and you look up and it's like this mix of like Scotland and Tibet or something, you know, it's like just
cool.
Looks great.
Yeah, and like I didn't expect that because like when I didn't
expect it either, Butter.
When I saw the jungle area, it's like, okay, this is gonna be like a jungly game, and then when I get to this second area, it's like, oh, this place looks very different, and that's like, and it's cool, and again, like you get into insides of buildings and the houses and like all the little details and stuff that they have of the stuff that's on people's shelves. Yeah. You know, and like you said, it's at the same time, it's got those rough edges. And and
I live in those rough edges, dude.
Yeah, like the quality and performance mode. Like this is a game where I was like actually going to quality mode because the performance mode was not performing.
Wow. So what'd you play this on?
Playing it on Xbox right now. So I don't know if this is the same on PC or PS5.
Got you.
But the when I first started playing it a couple of days ago, pre-release. The screen tearing on performance mode was just insane.
Yeah.
Just so they must have VSync off or something like that.
Yeah, there's no VSync option on the Xbox version.
That's the horror.
And it's uncapped frame rate.
Oh,
and
man.
So it was just like I couldn't like screen tearing is just one of those things that like I can at a certain point I can't deal with.
I agree.
And so I put it down to quality mode. And then last night when I played, I saw that they had done a patch, and so the performance mode. There is still screen tearing, but it's not as like in your face and intense.
Got it.
Unfortunately, the trade-off is now the frame rate is lower for sure,
my God.
and so it doesn't look like it's as smooth as it did before. They fixed it. So this is a weird trade-off. But yeah, so those little things there. But I think it's one of those things that like, despite the rough edges, despite some of the issues and some of the like. Dated things like even some of the dated things is like this is just funny, just like Cutter Slade and the way people talk to you and like some of the voice acting that they've got going on. It's like this, you know what? Like this is corny a little bit, but I'm kind of enjoying it.
There's some games that's corny, but you can still find your fun in the corny games. Like trust me, I understand that too.
That's where I live.
So here's one thing I would say, because you was talking about.
That's a move I haven't seen yet. Sorry.
That's all right. But you were talking about the development team, that they have. So, have y'all played RoboCop?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, dog.
Good kills.
This game.
Good gore.
Looks insane. Like, it looked real. Like real, movie real, especially with the way I play it with my settings. Cause
pop those heads off with a pistol.
One of the best settings that I use on my games that make it look so real is the motion flow. It's like that. So do y'all use motion flow? Like you don't use motion flow? You don't use motion flow?
I'm not familiar with that one.
So motion flow, like if you got a TV and you turn the motion all the way up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't.
Like the soap opera effect.
Right, yeah, no.
All right, y'all don't know what y'all talking about then. I'll tell you right now. No, I'm gonna be honest. Like, listen, when I tell you the difference of the game. If you ever played a game and the game is moving like this fast and stuff like that, when you got the soap opera effect, it's like it's moving. You see the detail as if it's moving this slow. But even though the game is fast, the detail is unbelievable because it looked like life.
Yeah.
Like it looked like you there. It looked like this. Like if you ever play a game and it looked like this, like you see his arm, that's the game right here. I can play it. Like this is what like
we're in the game right now.
Like, this is what it is. Like I'm doing this and he's moving. That's the way it looked. It looked I'm just saying, man. I just don't want to be alone in this, right? But I'm telling you, it's crazy, man. Soap opera effect.
I'm gonna put it on when I get home for a minute.
There's a lot of people that be talking about like because you got soap opera effect on, there's a delay or whatever, and stuff like that. Here's what I would say, and I would challenge people on this, right? Like, and I play on PC mainly, but when I put the soap opera effect on and stuff like that, you can see I play Street Fighter 6. I'm a platinum 2 player on that. We go on Tekken. You see, I think I'm like 2 slots away from the biggest one you could be. I be smoking cats with soap opera effect on, son. And
you lost to the soap opera effect.
Yeah, facts. Oh, I like that. You lost to the soap opera effect. That's fire. So like, and they can have modern controls or classic controls. I use modern because it's way better than me. But my thing is, you got modern controls or classic controls, and I'll still smoke you, and I got video to prove it. So the point I'm trying to say is, like, I hear what people be saying, but I don't think everybody be like, I think a lot of people be like following the crowd with stuff.
For movies, like, definitely keep that off, but I haven't really messed around with it ever in games.
For movies, keep it off?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't use soap opera effect in movies?
God, no.
My God, what is wrong with y'all?
No. In fact, I want to barf just thinking about it right now.
No, soap opera effect on everything, son. Yo, if you look at Peacemaker and how gory that joint is with soap opera effect, it's like you can see how it was made when it happened. Like that joint is crazy.
That should be a bad thing.
No, it looks. You know what it is? I love things looking real.
You can identify on the rubber, made in China.
But teach his own. It's fine.
Yeah. Watch how you want to watch.
Yeah.
Watch how you want to watch.
Watch how you want to watch. Facts.
Also this week, let's go through some quick headlines here. It was reported a couple weeks back, but now it's official. Saber Interactive has gotten investment to break away from the Embracer Group.
Yes.
247
Get
million,
out
right?
of there.
Yeah. So 247
Run, Saber, run.
million is the cash for the main deal. Jason Schreier is saying that the whole thing amounts to like 500 million. There's like Embracer said there's parts they're not discussing, et cetera, et cetera. So it's interesting.
Get out of there.
But Saber's getting the rights back to all of the Saber studios worldwide, as well as Madhead, Digic, Nimble Giant, Fractured Byte, Slipgate, 3D Realms, New World Interactive, SPL, Stuntworks, and Bytex. Who are we calling now?
I hope they pick up because they be so busy.
Blood's sweating. Blood is sweating right now.
Has been forwarded to voicemail.
Okay.
That was Saber. My people's over at Saber.
Was it Tim?
Huh?
Was it Tim Willits or?
No. I was calling my man Steve.
Okay.
Because Matthew, the owner, and stuff like that.
It's 7:45 Pacific time right now, so it's late somewhere.
They be up, bro. It's me calling.
Hubert, so it looks like they're also taking 4A Games, the Metro studio, as well as
4A Games?
Yeah.
I love 4A Games.
Hell
Metro?
yeah. Metro.
Yeah, as
Hype.
well as Zen Studios, who has
Metro.
the pinball games for
Hype.
Dawn. But those guys are being handled separately. And Embracer is retaining the Metro rights.
What?
So I don't know if they're gonna co-publish
They get
or
their
something
pound
like
of
that.
flesh,
Yeah.
dude. Embracer still gets their pound of flesh. This is unacceptable. What a joke.
So
It
all in
reminds me of
all,
the Dodgers, dude. We had an owner, and he
Right.
sold the team, but he retained rights to the parking lot. So still to this day,
That's where all the money is.
yep, still to this day, he gets a cut of the parking money. It's absurd.
He probably makes more than everyone else.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
so all in all, Saber is taking with them 38 ongoing projects, 38 games are going with Saber,
Nice.
as well as 3,000 developers.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Free from the clutches of Embracer.
Yep.
That's excellent news.
Wow. Yeah, so my man Steve, he does all the music for all the Saber games.
Okay.
And stuff like that. That's my guy.
Sick.
And my Matthew, he's the CEO and stuff like that. So he be like extra busy. So I normally be like, yo, we gotta set up a call just to get a hold of him. But my man Steve, he's literally working on something right now, but he probably didn't pick up because he's probably working on something that I'm not supposed to know. So
Burning the midnight oil.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? But shout out to Steve, shout out to Saber, shout out to Matthew. Love y'all. And thank y'all for making me an NBA playgrounder in the NBA 2K Playgrounds video game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually a character in
You're
those
in the
games.
new NBA 2K?
I mean, no, the NBA 2K Playgrounds video game.
Oh, okay,
So I'm in part 1 and 2 and stuff like
Sick.
that. And got some other things working on. You
Dude,
know what I
dope.
mean? Stuff like that. So yeah, but Dad, it would have been so dope if one of them picked up. Well, at least Stink responded. Stink
Yeah,
responded.
yeah,
so
yeah,
Stink
yeah,
responded,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably like, yo, I can't talk right now. I'm working on this game, but love you.
Setting up a
and
new
that's
studio.
it.
He's probably so busy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
crazy busy right now.
Crazy.
Though. So, but yeah, that's fine.
Sea of Stars announced they've gotten over 5 million players.
Wow.
And they teased a new 3-player couch co-op mode.
That's
is
so
going to come to
What?
the game.
That's
yeah.
the sickest.
Yo, I love couch co-op, man.
Same.
I
Yeah.
really
Same.
do, man, and I miss it. Like I wish that there's something takes place that generates so much revenue that will create that standard again
Yeah.
across different games. You know, sometimes it takes something
Turtles,
to happen.
baby. Teenage Mutant Ninja
Same.
Turtles.
I love
There's
Turtles.
nothing like it. Recently, I played through Double Dragon Gaiden, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
like I just mentioned, I played through Contra with my friend on the couch. It's just so good. I miss those times so
Yeah,
much.
man. And we all just hit like, yo, you know what's so funny? If you play like Def Jam Fight for New York, and it's like all 4 of us, or WrestleMania 2000, or No Mercy.
Dude,
you know, the
No
wrestling
Mercy.
games back in the
No
day,
Mercy.
especially
Yeah.
on
No
Nintendo
Mercy.
64.
No Mercy.
What?
No Mercy.
No Mercy was that game.
Dudley
son.
Death Drop, dude.
Oh, facts.
Co-op
The 3D.
Dudley Death Drop. Get out of here.
Facts. And you know what I love about like games like that, they was easy to play, hard to master.
Mm-hmm.
But because they was easy to play, people wanted to play and play and play and play more, and
Yeah.
that's where the fun was at.
Yeah.
I don't think a game could be difficult, but it doesn't have to be difficult to play.
My favorite
And-
couch co-op right now is, well, it's not really co-op, but Mario Party All-Stars.
Oh, classic.
Mario Party All-Stars.
Mario
Oh,
Party is
Superstars?
crazy.
Superstars.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Superstars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
A couple of release dates we got this week. Paper Trail. Play that video so people remember what this is. Paper Trail finally coming out May 21st. Have you played this before? Like Summer
Nah,
Game
I ain't
Fest or
played
anything?
this one.
one.
Oh!
This
This gives me that Intelligent Q vibe. Yo, that's fire. No.
So crazy.
No.
This is such a Bloodrose joint.
See, I love great. You. Oh my gosh, this is fire. See, games like this need more promotion and marketing and uniqueness to it because people need to play it and stuff like that. That's one. But 2, have y'all seen this game called The Lucky Squire?
Yeah.
Oh,
Plucky
yeah.
Squire.
Plucky Squire.
Oh,
like
yeah.
stuff like that, I need it.
We need
I
it.
need
The
it.
world
The
needs it,
world
dude.
needs it.
The world
This is
needs
amazing.
it.
I would I gotta let the kids at the schools that I'm partnered with play this.
Yeah.
They gotta play this.
Great
Yeah, so
one
for
the kids,
listeners,
for
basically the way
sure.
this game works is that like the whole world that you're playing on is paper, but there's other stuff on the back side of the paper. So you fold it over in different
Yeah.
patterns to make paths or to connect different devices or whatever and find secrets and stuff too. And it's a puzzle game where you're trying to, get through, but you have to find a path to get to the other side. So I
Right.
played it at Summer Game Fest last year.
Oh, wow.
And I thought it had already come out. I was surprised, like, oh, this isn't out yet. Nice.
Looks like it'd be
That's
a good
crazy.
game.
Netflix.
That's
Yeah.
a good game
That's
to remind
crazy.
Yeah,
you.
Netflix is publishing.
Remind you that
That's
the
crazy.
Switch has a touchscreen. It might be fun to play with the touchscreen on that. I think, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Couple others.
That would be fire.
I didn't pull trailers for these, so we'll just go through them real quick. But Crow Country is out May 9th.
Which one? What?
Crow Country. It's like
Crow Country.
Yeah.
Got you.
It's kind of like a old school survival horror kind of.
Yeah.
It looks like a PlayStation Resident Evil game.
Wow.
But it's made by the same guys that made Snipper Clips.
Snipper Clips.
Yo, what's up with these names of these Snipper Clips? It
Did
sound
you
like
play Snipper Clips?
Slitterhead?
Nah.
it sound like a bad barber. Like Snipper Clips. I would never let nobody named Snipper Clips cut my hair. I'm just,
No, that's couch co-op. If you haven't played that, you should play that.
yeah,
That's
I would
a good
love
co-op
to.
game.
Yeah.
A word?
It's legit.
It's dope.
Yeah.
All right, that's fire.
It's really legit.
And then Multiverses is back May 28th.
Oh, I can't wait. I
coming
can't
back?
wait.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's
May
a date?
28th. Yes,
Dude,
it's out of beta.
Multiverses was sick.
I loved it. I love multiverses.
Yeah,
love multiverses.
dude.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fire.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on that one.
I know people have been concerned about Prince of Persia, thinking it might not be as popular as it should be.
Mm-hmm.
However,
DLC, baby.
it's getting 3 free updates and a paid story DLC.
That's the way to do it.
First update is on March 20th, includes speedrun mode and permadeath mode.
Gotta keep that.
In
I
the
ain't doing that.
in the spring, they have a boss rush mode. And in summer, they have Divine Trials, which is like different combat platforming puzzle challenges.
Those will probably be so crazy.
And then each one also has new skins, and then the third one also has the new amulet things. You know, like the kind of like the Hollow Knight thing, the badges that you stick on there. And then later this year is going to be the story DLC.
Awesome.
So keeping that thing going. That's nice.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care what nobody say. Prince of Persia, I beat the game. That joint is incredible. I don't. Once again, I don't understand what the knock is on that game. I think it was marketed very well, but there was missed opportunities with the marketing. So I'll give you a great example. So you see how I always have like all these major people come be a guest on the show. So I got access to people like Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have did like a playthrough with Michael B. Jordan as what's the name from Black Panther? Killmonger. I would have had him doing playing Prince of Persia as Killmonger, and I would have had it set up to where Killmonger was a skin that you can use
Dude,
in
that
the
would be
game.
sick.
And you can play as that. And then what would happen is now you getting a lot of non-endemic media to talk and cover this game. And because you could get it through Uplay Plus or whatever, you know, you don't got to spend all the money or whatever, but you can still get involved in this game or at least have people talked about it. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because around when that game came out, you got to think about it. You got Grammys. You got all these other major places where a game like that could have had some sort of real estate in that space. You know how huge that would have been? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could have had the game being played on a red carpet by different gamers.
Yeah.
And stuff like
But
that.
would that Marvel license have cost more than all of that brought in?
I know, right? I know, right?
Pricey.
I know, right? But yeah.
The thing, my thing with Prince of Persia is there's a couple of things. Is that one, people just have this weird thing about being a 2D game. They want a 3D Prince of Persia, so they're just going to write off a 2D game no matter how good it is.
That's true, but
No
that
matter
joint was
how
amazing.
There's an
Yes.
entire.
No, you're right. You're right.
There's a huge percentage of people out there who will only play realistic open world third person action games
Yeah.
or
And then-
first person shooters.
And then the other thing is just the Ubisoft. When you price that at like a regular, game price, like $50,
Yeah.
$60, what I can't remember, was it 50 or 60 with Prince of Persia when it came out?
I think 50.
But like Ubisoft has this reputation of they will slash that price in a month and a half.
Yeah, they would.
That is true. Yeah, they cut
And
And
prices.
so
Nice.
many people are like, if this is not something I have to play on day one, I will
wait.
wait for that price to drop.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
That is
unfortunately,
true.
that time period is probably like when Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Dragon's Dogma 2 are coming out. So,
That's true.
yeah.
That's you make some great points on that one, man. But after
Ubisoft has been doing that for 20-something years.
but after playing the game, man, it's like
It's so good.
it's
So
so
clean.
amazing, man. And dang, man, I just wish it would have done better because it's too good for it not like.
I hate
man.
that.
I think it's
feeling.
probably being
Yeah.
overblown. Like, I don't know.
Well,
we'll see
here's
where
what I
it
would
actually
say.
does in the end.
What did it do good for Ubisoft? That's the thing. If it did good for Ubisoft, then that's what matters, regardless of what we
Good
may
for the
look at
budget, too.
Yeah.
for how much they spent
It'd
on it.
it'd also be nice if it won some awards at the end of the year, but it came out so early that
People have been
Yeah.
better about that, I
Yeah.
think. People have
Yeah.
been getting those early ones. Hi-Fi Rush got a lot of recognition still.
true.
Yeah.
Good
That's
call.
another game that's amazing.
Yep.
Too. Yep.
Yeah, it cost. It launched at 60, and I think it
60.
just dropped to 30. Yeah.
Got it.
Wow. Crazy.
Ubisoft, there it is.
Yeah.
Summer Game Fest is officially back starting June 7th
Yep. I'm in the building.
at the YouTube Theater. Couple Final Fantasy, or no, I just grabbed the one. I might as well say the other one too. In an interview with Red Bull, FF7 Rebirth director Naoki Hamaguchi noted the positive feedback for Queen's Blood and said that they want to consider further expansions as possibility.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
People are begging for
Pretty
that
please.
multiplayer
Pretty please.
somehow.
Pretty please.
And then for 16, they were saying that PC version's coming along. They'll do a demo for that PC version before launch. So
Yo, I can't wait. Plitch, baby. Final Fantasy 16 with Plitch. Oh my, I cannot
Huber thinks
wait.
this is the easiest game ever made. What
It
do you
is the
need Twitch
easiest
for?
game ever.
Well, no. Once again, I beat the game already,
Yeah.
but I didn't get everything the game had to offer. That don't make that. Yo, let me tell you something. True story. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right? I got every
Eternal game.
Yeah.
I got every unlock in that game, right? Now, before I played, when I played it, yo, real talk. When I played it, right? This is what I'll be talking about, right? So, do you know that I'm up here unlocking everything, right? Unlocking everything. You can play this game twice, like full run through, and you will not get everything it has to offer, even after 2 run throughs. How do I know
Even
this?
with all that DLC, I kept trying to fill in that damn
Yep.
skill tree.
How I know this? Dog. The amount of stuff you can get is, but you don't even know what you can get. Like, that's how much stuff you can get in the game. I'm up here for probably 7 minutes, 8 minutes straight. Unlock this, shoom, boom, shoom, boom. Unlocking all of this, shoom, boom. It feels good. Unlocking this. You need like 499 points or something like that to be able to unlock everything in this game.
Insane, dude.
I played the whole game. When I mean the whole game, I'm talking about like 60, 70 hours.
Yeah.
And I didn't get nowhere near half of what the game has to offer. And it's just going through main story, not even the sub stuff. Dog, that don't make no sense, man. That's like,
But you can respec anytime. So I think that, again, the point is it's not to max everything out. It's to find the stuff you like and invest in it. Spend your points on the things that you like. And it's like, if you don't like that, it's like, refund the points and spend it on something you do. I definitely have skills in 16 that was like, yeah, I don't feel this thing. So
Yeah.
I like that that's an option. But my thing is, if I'm playing a game, I want everything.
But you can't even equip everything at once, so why not?
No, I just want to have it. So I can be able to, the freedom. Let's say I wake up.
I want the option.
There you go. I want to be. Yo, nah, because see, my thing is like, for you to play a game for 60 hours and you can't, and you nowhere near what it really has to offer in terms of the gameplay experience, and the main thing about the game is the gameplay. You telling me that I could beat? Yo, that joint is disrespectful. I'm gonna prove my point. Son. Yo, pay attention. Do you remember when Assassin's Creed used to sell time saver packs?
Oh, those dumb things. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But you gotta ask them why. Why did they invest in the reason and the ability for you to buy time saver packs? And they're called time saver packs. Because they know good and well nobody got time for all of this, man. Come on, B. Come on, son. Plitch all day, son. All day.
I love it, dude. I love it so much.
strategy game
You're selling me
Armello.
on Plitch, dude. You're selling me.
I don't know if you ever played Armello.
No, I ain't played that one yet.
So it's getting a board game. They're making a board game out of it.
Oh,
Perfect.
nah, that's cool. I like board games.
That is perfect.
They put up a Kickstarter. It's already had, when I checked yesterday, 229,000 pledged
Holy
for an initial $20,000 goal.
Wow.
And at the moment, the highest stretch goal is 275,000 with 21 days to go. So
Wow.
they will hit
Oh yeah,
all that.
Yeah, they're gonna make
Perfect
that
match. Perfect match.
crazy.
Yep.
I like that.
Go ahead and play this. Those Overwatch 2 Cowboy Bebop skins are out.
Are they out now?
I heard they're
Yeah, I seen
terrible.
the trailer.
Yeah, some of them are fine, and some of them
That
are
is
like,
bizarre,
if
dude.
you did not
Spike
tell
does
me,
not look right.
That ain't it.
if you
That
did not
is
tell me that
not
this
it.
was Cowboy Bebop, I wouldn't have recognized
That's
it.
not it. That ain't it.
Spike looks weird.
So
not it.
there's 5 characters in all that have skins. Each one of those skin bundles individually,
Oh God. Yo, Ash's Faye looks pretty good.
$25.
Stop. Wait. What you said?
Yeah, wait,
$25
say that again, please.
per character.
25 per character.
Or you can get the whole set for $56.
How many characters?
5.
Shut the front door, dude.
25. Wait. So it's 25 per character.
Yeah.
You know, there's a deeper
This
conversation.
is not right. This is not
yeah.
right, dude. Shredder was
There-
like $8 in Fortnite. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna say
there's
that.
a deeper conversation that needs to be had around this, but that could be like another time. But
Yeah.
because it ties into PS3 and 360 era of gaming. But what I will say is, if they're doing that, then they must have some data on the back end that shows that this is something that will be successful.
But here's the thing.
Anytime you
it's-
hold something hostage that's so near and dear to people's hearts, like the odds are, they might pay it. Like in
If you only get 1,000
Fortnite,
people
I have
to
my
pay it,
limits.
though.
that's half the price of the
Yeah.
game for one character.
It's insane.
Well, it's a free-to-play game now, but yes.
Oh,
Still, it's
Okay.
absurd. That is
Yeah.
absurd.
Got
Still,
you.
Fortnite's free
That-
too, and they're
yeah,
they
$25.
don't have any skins that expensive.
Nah, dog. That joint better like pay my rent too.
Yeah.
or something like that, son.
That is
You know what I'm saying?
insane. But it's with IPs. The people are loyal to things. Like they put Naruto in Fortnite, and it's like, dude, how am I not gonna buy Naruto? Like, I mean, if it was $30, I'd probably pause for a second and maybe not do it. I don't know. I have my limits, but also it's like, dude, I love Naruto.
It's a
That's
lot.
crazy.
It's taking advantage of it, people. But
That's crazy, son.
yeah, that is
Wow.
nuts.
All right.
$25.
Last
Wow.
headline.
I'm gonna be thinking when I lay my head down tonight, dude. When my head hits the pillow, I'm gonna be thinking about that. Just like that is unacceptable.
That's crazy.
That is
Yeah.
dark, dude.
You're
That
gonna
is
have
bleak.
nightmares. Why are you gonna do that?
Yeah.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
nightmares, night terrors.
Yeah, dude. That
Wow.
is so
Last
bleak.
headline for Mario Day. Nintendo announced the next Mario movie will release on April 3rd, 2026.
It's coming up.
They just pinned that.
Coming up. Will
they-
Luigi's Mansion be in the Mario movie?
Who knows?
It was in the first one, the one that just came out. They had Luigi's Mansion in it.
Oh, when he's like running away.
They did have a bit of,
You
yeah.
see
They had
it
a
in,
nod.
like-
They had a nod.
Yeah,
Yeah, they gave a nod.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put my money on Yoshi's Island. I hope they're gonna do Yoshi's
They had
Island.
a nod.
Yoshi's
You're correct.
Island would be fun.
You are
That'd be
correct.
Oh,
sick
but
as
you
hell.
know what?
You are
Because
so
they're gonna have to
correct.
get that baby Yoshi and bring it somewhere.
Yep.
You know what? Facts. You know what I would love to see them do? Y'all remember Star World in Super Mario
Oh, yeah.
World?
Yes.
course.
Yo, when I got to Star World for the first time, like when I was a kid, I felt like
You
I
went-
felt I felt
you
like
went
I
there.
was there. Like
Yep.
I was there. Like
For
my
sure.
life. Yo, I was
It
like,
took me away,
oh my
dude.
gosh.
Yeah.
This exists. I'm playing it, and then the music, and I felt, yo, man. See, this is what I'm talking about, dog. When you're a gamer, it's moments like that those
with
that
you.
know,
Forever.
you feel that, bro. Star World,
Star World, bro.
it impacted
Yeah.
my life, son. It
Just
impacted
like,
my life,
just like the
son.
feeling
I'm
of
telling you, son.
beating the
Big
last
time.
boss in Sekiro without cheats.
Oh God.
That's how you felt.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'll tell you one thing. Sekiro is an amazing game. If they do, you think that they would probably do like a Ninja Gaiden Souls type of game?
I mean, that's what Rise of the Ronin kind of is.
I know, but it's like with the actual Hayabusa. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know why they're sleeping on that.
Yeah.
I don't know why
I
they're
think if
sleeping
they-
on
I'm
Ninja
talking
Gaiden as a
about-
brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
It's weird. That's
Ninja
weird.
Gaiden is such an amazing
And
game,
Tenchu.
man.
Where's Tenchu? I'm just happy we got Sekiro.
Where is Tenchu
Sekiro is a
at?
gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sekiro is incredible, man.
Also, with that Mario Day announcement, they announced dates for those games. So Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door remake is on May 23rd.
Fire.
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is on June 27th.
Fire.
And then Dr. Mario, Mario Tennis, and Mario Golf are all coming to the Game Boy Switch Online.
Wow.
Actually, that already happened. March 12th. So, yeah.
Man, what do y'all think about Princess Peach?
Looks cool.
that
I haven't
game.
played the demo yet, but I'm gonna
yeah.
pick up the full game and
Yeah.
play that.
That joint is dope. Like, they got the Dashing Deef,
Dude, it looks
the
cool.
Figure Skater, the Mighty.
It looks
joint.
so cool.
That joint look hot. But I'm gonna tell you something right now that'll be really, really dope. And Nintendo, y'all should pay attention to this. But I think that Nintendo should bring the Incredibles into the like
Kingdom
the-
Hearts 4.
Like, ooh. But if they bring the Incredibles to Nintendo, like they do an Incredibles game, and like, you know, you got Princess Peach in there, and she's collaborating with, you know, like, and then like you got Mario and Luigi collaborating with the kids. and
So you're
stuff
saying
like that.
Super Mario crossed the Incredibles?
Yes.
all right,
Super
all
Mario-
right.
Yeah, Super Mario Cross Incredibles. I think, and I think they can have that as a marketing scheme.
Bowser versus Mr. Incredible. That's a
Bowser
brawl I
versus
want
Mr.
to see.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Now think about this. It's like imagine a tagline being Nintendo Power. It's incredible. And it's Nintendo Power, like, but it's not Nintendo Power. It's Nintendo's power.
Right.
Nintendo's power. It's incredible.
Love it. Love it.
That would be crazy. And then you bring the Incredibles to that, and that sets off a campaign for, you know, the next system, where the Nintendo Power is incredible.
You know someone at Nintendo.
The
don't you,
Incredible
Bud?
Switch. There we go. They got our name.
Oh, the Incredible Switch. That's fire.
Hell yeah.
Son,
Red
that is-
Switch. It would have to be red, right? Bright red Switch.
Maybe.
Right.
That would be fire. Black and red. Like that joint would be fire.
It's good.
Or you can make it where the system is like a mask. And imagine you
Ooh, VR.
yo. See,
Virtual
it's
boy.
too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too yo.
It could be the first hybrid virtual and handheld and home console. If it's the shape of a mask, that'd be sick.
That'd be crazy, man. But yeah, incredible Nintendo. That'd be sick.
All right. It's time for Love and Respect.
Love
and respect.
Yeah, we did
Nailed
it,
it.
baby.
Nailed it.
Let's go, son.
Nailed it.
From Cesar. Hello, allies. There's no doubt the soundtrack of a game is crucial to its success and permanence within the hearts and minds of players. With so many memorable pieces of distinct styles ranging from Hopes and Dreams and Undertale in 8-bit fashion to Find the Flame in Final Fantasy XVI full-on orchestra, not to mention Nier Automata's great experimental OST, it got me wondering, which are the panel's current or all-time favorite songs or soundtracks in gaming? Keep up the amazing content and let's enjoy the year of the RPG together.
Final Fantasy.
Wow.
Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest
Wow.
are my favorites of all time. And
Na-
Persona, of course. Persona, Final Fantasy,
Persona,
Dragon
yeah.
Quest. The top three. I also really love the Witcher 3 soundtrack, Bloodworth. And just the way that soundtrack... Because sometimes you're just like out in the wilderness
Yeah.
doing random checklist shit, but the way the music
Yes.
keeps you in
In it,
that
yeah.
world
Yep.
is so
Yep.
strong.
That's
And there's
important.
so many good tunes. Like, oh my
That's
god.
important.
Yeah.
So is this for RPG games or just games in general?
All games. All gaming.
Man. So I gotta go. One of my favorite soundtracks is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. That soundtrack was just. How do you do that?
It hurts Hubert that we can't really stream that
Pisses
game.
me off,
I know.
dude. Pisses me
Dog.
off. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, like that's
We
whack,
should
bro.
take a stand against this Injustice, dude. I'm serious.
Nah, it's crazy.
Let
bro.
us freaking stream the game. It's 2024. Like, just make it so like if you're streaming that song and you're playing the game, it's fine. Like we're not doing anything sketch.
Yeah, like yo,
grow up, musicians.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, with me being
Come on.
with me being on Hot 97, right? I can stream it no problem, but that's just me. The world should be able to do this.
Sometimes you have companies are just whitelisted, so they don't have any of those come against them.
Yeah, I'm blessed because of the nature that I'm in. But
we had that situation somewhat at Game Trailers.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm jealous.
Yeah, it wasn't with Twitch, but just with YouTube. Like we never had any copyright system stuff at all.
Yeah, I mean I don't get that either. And but it's corny though that everybody can't enjoy that game the way it's supposed to be enjoyed, and the fans be rocking out with you.
Like if GTA 6 doesn't have a system in place where you can stream that game with all of the official music, to me that is unacceptable.
And
it's
honestly,
absolutely it is a huge part of Grand Theft Auto. It is
the music
essential. It is the veins of that game is the music. So if you're telling me that I cannot stream the actual game the way it is, like
then what are we doing?
Yeah,
and they're probably gonna have
it's why I don't stream more GTA.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They're probably gonna have
it's gonna have a streamer mode with a bunch of epidemic stuff or whatever.
Garbage.
That's so whack.
It's actually garbage.
Whack. That's whack.
Yep.
I don't like it like at all. Like there's some games that I was playing, and I had streamer mode on, but by accident I didn't mean to have it on, and I was waiting for the music, and I was like, "What's?"
Silent, dude.
And I'm like, it ruins the experience, bro.
Yeah,
like it ruins
100%.
it. Like I don't like.
Like I've streamed GTA and I just have to turn the music off, so I'm just driving around like nothing.
It's not. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah,
it's not.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? It's not the same thing.
I do wonder because we're talking about marketing stuff.
Yeah.
I do wonder how much Guardians of the Galaxy was hurt by the fact that when they had that alternate like streamer version of the showcase when they showed off the game, and of course that's what we had to do to play it safe.
Yeah.
And so all of those moments when all that music was hitting and those vibes should have been hitting, they weren't hitting because they weren't showing the way the game actually
100%.
would be.
And now is so different than a few years ago. And obviously, GTA 5 was 2013, but like even like 3 or 4 years ago compared to like what next year when that game launches, like everyone streams. Streaming is a thing. Like it needs to be sorted out.
Listen to this. Listen to the next person that speaks. This is the Playmakers program. Listen to the next thing that they say. This is the Ninja Turtles game.
Okay.
On to the next level. That's what I think it should. And I think the game is like great. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. The art style, the effects, very great. One of my favorite aspects of this game is the music.
Yep.
The level.
Yeah.
That's the kid saying that. And check it out. The Ninja Turtles game is a 90s soundtrack.
Yep.
And when you fight the boss, that's Wu-Tang and that's Ghostface and Raekwon.
Yep.
At the end of the Shredder's joint. Because the name of the song is called Shredder's Revenge. You got the kid.
Yep.
People would his favorite part of the game was the music because it brought the experience out. People buy games because of that.
Yeah.
Life is Strange, the music,
Yeah.
so essential.
Wow.
It's like, okay, let me play half of this game for you, Twitch. Mm-hmm. It's a joke.
In the same vein as Grand Theft Auto, I want to say Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yep.
Because it's I love Americana and folklore, and it's from it's actual recordings from the Lomax brothers who like went around at the turn of the century to record all this like original, music that wasn't written down or anything like that. So
It's unacceptable, Gabby.
So the other one I would say
Something
is
must be
Final
done.
Fantasy. The other one I would say, Final Fantasy. That's another soundtrack that I go crazy over and stuff like that. You know what? There's another soundtrack that's like blows me away, but that's Streets of Rage, man. Give me a hug. Give me a bring it in. I know, man.
Yeah.
I know.
I was listening to it on the drive up.
Dog.
I'm not even kidding.
Streets of Rage.
SOR Super Mix Streets of Rage 2, the best.
It don't make
Go
no
straight.
sense. It don't make no
Under
sense.
logic.
Facts.
culmination.
It don't make no sense how great of music that was curated for Streets of Rage, bro.
The best. And then somehow 4 lived up to that legacy. They lived up to it, dude.
Streets of Rage 4 is fire.
Yes.
That's another. Oh my! I don't know. All I know is you like once you experience it with that music, and then like you take it away, it is not the same game. I don't even play it.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even play it.
But stuff like that you can stream just fine.
Right.
So it always gets weird when it's like official game soundtrack versus
Saber Interactive. They said, they was like, yo, what up, G? I'm still in the studio recording some game music right now. So dope, you're on a pod. I love it. So,
hell yeah.
As you can see,
Saber.
You can see,
what up, Saber?
So, shout out to my brother, Steve over at Saber, cooking up in the kitchen right now.
Let us stream that music.
And
let us stream that music, Saber.
His can. Yeah. But yo, man, I just think it's a disservice to the culture of gaming that they still ain't figured this out yet.
And like, what are they so afraid of? We're promoting your shit. We're playing the game, getting hyped on the game and the music. Hey, this song is sick, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna go listen to it or buy it or whatever the hell.
Yeah. Cause I was just thinking about that because it's like obviously we're saying that like all the original soundtracks. They don't have a problem with. The game studios have figured out a way to make this work.
Yeah.
And they are selling soundtracks.
Yeah.
They're putting the soundtracks on Spotify.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
that's how I listen to Final Fantasy.
So it's
Final Fantasy 7 Remake, dude, and Rebirth on Spotify. I listen to it all the time.
Crazy.
Streets of Rage on Spotify. I listen to it all the time.
So why would it not also be the case that if you're playing Vice City and people watching you like that song, and then they go to Spotify and start playing it. Like,
and then they discover a band and they're an artist, and then they're a fan.
I don't get it, but I don't like it, and
hopefully it changes.
And if it changes, it's going to open the market up on a whole.
If anyone
level.
can change it, it's GTA 6. This is our hope, dude. This is our last chance here.
Right.
Like, come
if
on.
there's anybody that would be to do
anyone has the pull
but I think
to make this happen.
I think at best it's going to be this thing where it's like, okay, there's a 1-year thing that's whitelisted. And then afterwards you get hit with the copyright claim. Yeah.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Like, it's interesting that you brought that up because I know Monster Cat does this as well. But, yo, if the record labels got a streaming service, and within that streaming service, let's say the premium of it allows you to connect your Twitch API
Oh, sure.
to the label. So when you stream it, a stream is counted as like how a stream is counted on Spotify for like the artist.
Oh, I've said this forever. Like they need to find a way to work out, whatever pennies of revenue split there is. It's like if you can identify and track the song anyways, then just give them their pennies. Like,
exactly.
Come on.
If you're playing a game and I'm playing the game, you're playing the game, and you listening to Cardi B, you listening to Kendrick Lamar, I'm listening to Eminem, something like that, right? And when I'm streaming, let's say I get like 10,000 viewers or whatever it is. That viewer count counts as a stream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For them on the back end.
Yeah.
So now the artist is making money, the company's making money, but also the content creator of that, like we can make money off of the music because we're a promoter of it. So because we're a promoter of it, we have a role, like a job to do as well. How crazy would that be if you play in a game and because you played it, you got a share, you got a cut of the music. And then the artist who made the song, their song continues to live on through the gaming industry and the company get paid as well. It's 3 split. So now think about this for a second, right? Let's say 1,000 streams get you $1, whatever it is. And
Probably not even close.
No, I know, but I'm saying, let's say 1,000 streams got you $1, but that was split 3 ways. And so like that dollar was split 3 ways. Company, artist, and content creator. And that was a business model. Dog, it will flip the script on all of entertainment. Period. Like, because honestly, what I think is, like, in terms of a give back, like all these subscription services like Amazon Prime, Hulu, or Disney Plus, all this other stuff, it would be really cool if there was kickback at the end of the month on how much we watch or how much whatever. Because even though we pay for it, it would be cool if there was like some sort of rewards thing. Like,
I wish, dude.
that would be crazy.
The amount of TV I watch, holy crap.
That would be fire.
Yeah, for mine, yeah, I mean, it's funny because like I usually am not good and don't like just grabbing favorites or whatever, or don't like saying the same thing over and over. But like I can't help but like go to Final Fantasy VI, like as all time. That's as many soundtracks as I listen to and that I love like constantly all this stuff. Final Fantasy VI is still like that thing hits, you know. And like I just saw somebody recently. Somebody shared a video where a woman had played Dancing Mad on an actual pipe organ.
Dope.
What?
You know?
That's
like,
crazy.
It was like she had intercut herself. She was a piano and pipe organ, so she was playing both parts.
Oh, that's
cool.
crazy.
That's so cool.
And it's like, but it's like the thing is like a pipe organ is one of those things that like you can kind of appreciate over a video, but man, what would that sound like in the room?
Yeah. Crazy. I think that'd be amazing, man. For real.
And it also appreciated me to just like how well they captured the sound of that instrument in the original MIDI soundtrack.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, this sounds right. You know?
Yeah. So that's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. We lit, man. We lit.
Yeah.
I got to get a quick shout out in for the soundtrack to Hunt Down, one of my all-time favorites. I've listened to this in my car so many times.
Yeah.
It's excellent to listen to in and out of
Yo,
game.
where the hell's Hunt Down 2,
Tommy Gustafson composed it all. Shout out. I don't know what's going on. Coffee Stain in general, they've gone under the radar. I don't know what's happening with Hunt Down 2. It's got to be in the pipe.
Yeah, hopefully they're all right.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't get
recent ones. Dark Tide was like that. Like just kept playing that over and over and over. Like one of those games where like I'm playing this game so I can hear the soundtrack in the game because it's not the same. You know, it's facts. Like the ebbs and flows along with the action. You know.
Yep. No, not absolutely.
Yep.
God, the Reaper soundtrack is so good. Oh my
All right,
God.
let's play a game.
Oh yeah. Let's go. You know what it is, baby.
We got a couple of these. First one from James Anderson. Hey, allies, there's a game I called up with, and the other one. I'm just going to give a description of a game, but there are two answers. So from the description, figure out what the two games are that fit the same description.
Okay.
In this second mainline 3D entry in a long-running console mascot series, the main character is imprisoned because the authorities apparently can't tell them apart from a shadow that doesn't actually look like them.
Sonic and Knuckles?
Wait, it was
Sonic and Shadow?
Wait, it was the second. Wait, what was the question?
Second mainline 3D entry.
Sonic and Shadow, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic and Tails.
We're talking about the specific games, not just
Sonic Adventure 2.
Sonic Adventure 2, you got one.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Sonic Adventure 2. That's got to be... And it's the second mainline game.
Authorities can't tell them apart from a shadow that doesn't actually look like them.
Can't tell them apart.
Another game has the same plot?
Essentially. They both get put in jail.
They both get put in jail.
Silent Hill?
Like, I don't know why.
I don't know, dude.
I was about to say, why I can't think of the name, the raccoon, Mischief.
Oh, Sly Cooper?
Sly Cooper. I was thinking of Sly Cooper,
pull.
but nah.
No, it is Super Mario Sunshine. It's the other one.
What?
Remember the Shadow Mario popping around and then they throw him in jail?
Wow.
Okay. All right.
That you got me on that one.
Yeah, good stump.
Good one.
All right. In this 2002 first-party game with cel-shaded graphics,
2002.
there is an early part where you hide in a barrel to sneak around guards carrying lights.
2002 first-party cel-shaded game. You know what's so crazy? I know what this game is, but I don't know the name of it.
Let's work together here. What do you got?
It was a 2002 game. 2002 game.
Hiding in a
cel-shaded,
barrel?
Hiding in a barrel. 2002.
Isn't that Sly Cooper? Don't you hide in some barrels?
You got a Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
Let's got
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's another one.
There's another one. There's always two answers. That's the trick of this one.
It's 2002.
I will say, I think the 2002 might be a little fudged.
Thief.
Because I think, this is one of those things that like a game that came out in multiple places at different years.
Oh, got you. Because I was thinking Thief as well. And stuff like that. Because you got to hide around with lights. Shoot, the only one I'm thinking of right now where you got to hide around with lights.
What's that?
Yeah, you said 2002.
Yeah.
I know it ain't a Plague Tale Innocence, even though that's what you do in that game.
It's tough.
Wait, would you run around with lights? Wait. You run around.
An early part. Remember, it's the early part of the game.
Oh, it's the early part of the game. Okay, so it's the early part of the game, 2002, around that time, and it's mainline. You said
Is it Metal Gear Solid?
Cell shaded graphics.
cell shaded
I said
graphics.
Sly Cooper though was cell shaded.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got,
There's
you got
another
Sly
cell
Cooper.
shaded
Yeah,
with
that's
this?
what I'm saying. There's two
that
answers.
is-
Oh, is it Oni?
No, Zelda: The Wind Waker.
The Wind Waker.
Dude.
Wow. I was thinking of Oni because Oni had
Dude,
launched
remaster that game.
with I think PS2.
Yep.
Oni, with the girl, and
Yup.
yeah, I remember that joint, and it had like a cell shaded type of look.
Sick game, dude.
Dang,
Bring
I
that
remember
game back.
Oni, son. Yeah,
All right.
Port that or anything, please.
facts.
This third console/PC entry in a franchise focuses on stealth and melee combat. The franchise focuses on stealth and melee combat. But this entry features a protagonist voiced by Roger Craig Smith and the series' first inclusion of an online multiplayer mode.
Splinter Cell.
Not Splinter Cell. Third entry in the franchise for both games.
Oh, third entry. Siphon. No, it's not Siphon Filter. Third entry. I was thinking about Logan joint.
Yeah, X-Men Origins Wolverine or something I was thinking of.
Stealth game that got a multiplayer mode.
Stealth game. They got a multiplayer mode. Stealth
With
game.
Roger Craig Smith.
Oh, Assassin's Creed. One of those. Two,
which
three,
one?
3, 2, 3, 4.
Which one?
Repeat the question again.
Third console PC
Oh.
entry.
Assassin's Creed 3.
That's not the third.
No,
entry.
it's
not that one.
Brotherhood.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Brotherhood.
Yeah.
All right.
Franchise is focused on stealth and melee. This one got a multiplayer mode. Second answer is
It focuses on melee.
It's crazy, dude.
voiced by Roger Craig Smith.
It's Batman Arkham Origins.
You got it.
You the man,
You
sir.
got it.
Let's go.
We got there.
Wow.
We got there.
Arkham Origins. Wow. That was some great trivia right there. That's amazing.
In this highly acclaimed 2013 game, a protagonist voiced by Troy Baker is accompanied by a daughter figure
The Last of Us.
whose name begins with the letter E.
Okay.
And
Last
at
of
one
Us.
point, the two of them move a piano to traverse the environment.
The Last of
The
Us.
Last of Us, man.
You got first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You're good on that one.
And there's another one.
I
which-
cannot believe
Another
this.
game
I
that
cannot-
year had the
what the-
exact
Days Gone?
same
That is
scenario.
insane.
Days Gone.
No.
And there's another game that had the same scenario.
And is Troy Baker?
Yes.
Oh my God.
There's The Last of Us.
Moving a piano?
With a woman with an E in her name.
The Last of Us.
Oh, it's no.
The last. Wait. You gotta stop. Wait. What year was this?
2013.
Infamous.
No.
Great.
Infamous Second Son. It's not
guess.
Infamous Second Son.
No.
Great guess.
You're not moving any pianos in Infamous.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh my gosh! I just
And
Troy
it's not-
Baker.
This is a key. The companion is a key part of this game.
Oh, Dishonored
No.
2.
No.
Shit.
Wait, hold on. 2013. BioShock.
There it is.
Nice.
BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, BioShock Infinite. Yep.
Clutch.
There we go.
Clutch pull,
There we
dude.
go. There we go.
Clutch pull.
There we go. All right. Yep.
In this 2014 cross-gen open-world Ubisoft game that started a franchise that currently has 3 games, the second of which is numbered while the third is just a subtitle.
The Division.
Nope. At one point, there is a hacker character who talks to the protagonist
Watch Dogs.
with a voice modulator
Yeah,
and is implied to be male, but then the protagonist meets them in person and is surprised that they are in fact a woman.
Watch Dogs 1.
Watch Dogs 1, yes.
Yeah, Watch Dogs 1.
Second Ubisoft game that fits all of those things.
God, I love Watch Dogs.
What, the second Ubisoft
In 2014.
in 2014?
Cross-gen.
Cross-gen.
Assassin's Creed 4.
No.
Shit.
That Watch Dogs 1 was... what was the description again?
Okay,
2014.
it started a franchise.
It started a franchise.
That franchise currently has 3 games. The second game in that franchise has a number.
It's not The Division?
The third
No.
game just has a subtitle.
I know this. Like I know this.
Sam.
I know this.
I'm going to be upset.
And then the
when I hear
hacker
answer.
character turns out to be a woman, even though they've been modulating their voice the whole time.
Yeah, I know this. I know this. And it's an Ubisoft game.
Mm-hmm.
I know this. I can't look at my phone.
No, you cannot look at your
No.
phone.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's not Prince
It
of
started a
Persia.
franchise. It started a franchise. That's the way I know.
The Crew.
There it is.
Word, yo, bro, you are
got there, we
the
got
man. You are the man. Yeah, because the last one is called Motorfest. It's not the Crew 1, it's the Crew 1 and Crew 2 and then Motorfest. Right. That is something.
All right, last one in this one, then we'll go to the next game.
This is a fun game. I like this one.
I like this.
In this widely panned entry in a long-running console mascot series, a protagonist inadvertently unseals an evil character. They do not know this evil character, but the evil character seems to know them. It is later revealed that this is because of time travel and that they are actually the one who sealed the evil character in the first place. Also, a popular there's a word missing, so hopefully this won't be a problem. As a popular in this franchise that debuted in 2001 and got their own game in 2005, Spin kicks a playable character in the head.
Oh, Jack and Daxter.
The last sentence I'm not sure I understand. I think there's a popular character in this franchise that debuted in 2001 and got their own game in 2005. And that character spin kicks a playable character in the head.
Yeah, it's got to be Jack and Daxter, bro.
No.
Daxter has his own game. It can't.
But that's just about this character. So that's kind of almost a side thing. But this character does the same thing in both games. Or they have a character that does the same thing in both games.
Yo, I'm so sure that's Jack and Daxter. I can't believe that it's
Repeat
not.
the question again, Mike.
That
one
one's
more
really
time.
complicated. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
repeat it one more time.
Widely panned.
Widely panned. It's not Sonic 06?
You got one of them.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah, Sonic 06.
Sonic
the Hedgehog
2006.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Widely panned, long-running console mascot series. The protagonist inadvertently unseals an evil character who knows them because of time travel shenanigans. And then there's also a popular character in the franchise who that character debuted in 2001.
Crash Bandicoot.
Shadow.
And then they got their own game in 2005. Spin kicks the playable character in the head.
Shadow?
So Shadow potentially could be the character. I'm just not
Yeah.
sure because that's not the answer, right?
Okay.
The answer are the 2 games
Yeah.
that this
Sonic
happens in.
06. And another. No, that was later. Not Duke Nukem Forever, right?
This one I may have to give you a mercy on.
How about Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat Mythologies?
No. No.
Wow, I remember that game, dog.
Yeah. So hyped on it for a minute.
Yeah.
And then it was not great.
So it's Sonic 06.
Yeah, but you said a long-running mascot.
Yep. And
That's
Crash something.
here we go. The other one, Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric.
Would have never
They
got it.
both
I would've
have
never
all
got
of the
it.
same
Yeah, I would've
scenario.
never got
I wouldn't have got that one.
Nope.
I wouldn't have got that
Never
one.
would have got it. Never.
Would've
Fun
got
game. Good game.
Yeah.
All right, second game from G the Finger.
G the finger.
Oh, yeah.
G the finger.
Shit, you know what it is?
G the finger.
All right, time for another round of Either Or, a game where you must differentiate a video game trivia from a seemingly irrelevant topic. Below are 10 names. Each one, I want you to tell me if it's the name of a skill in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 or the name of a mixed drink.
Wow.
R.I.P. Toriyama.
Okay. Yep.
What is going on?
Okay. So it's a mixed drink or a skill in Xenoverse 2.
Yes.
Got it.
First one, the Rough Ranger.
Xenoverse 2.
Yep.
Yes.
Tapion uses that.
All right.
Second one, Double Sunday.
Mixed drink.
Xenoverse 2.
Xenoverse.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Raditz. Third one, Black Rose.
Xenoverse 2.
That's a drink.
Damn it.
Strawberry, cream liqueur, and black vodka.
Whoa.
Painkiller.
Xenoverse 2.
I'm going to say mixed drink.
That's the drink.
Damn it.
Rum, pineapple juice, orange juice, cream of coconut.
Whoa.
Gorgeous Shot.
That's Xenoverse 2.
That's that's got to be Xenoverse 2.
It is.
Yeah.
Zarbon.
Zarbon.
Classic.
He was beautiful.
Burning Shot.
That's a mixed drink.
Xenoverse 2.
Xenoverse.
Shit.
Pitcon.
Damn it, dude. I was thinking of like a flaming shot or whatever. That threw me off.
Hot Shot.
Mixed
That's
drink.
a mixed drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Galliano Latentico Espresso Cream. I don't even know enough to know what any of that is.
What that is.
Mind Eraser.
That's a drink.
Mind Eraser? That sounds like it would be a drink. I don't remember that being a move in Xenoverse.
That's a drink.
Yeah, that's a drink.
Okay.
I know
Vodka,
that drink.
coffee liqueur,
Oh,
and
okay.
soda.
Yeah, I'm aware of mind erasers.
Last word.
Xenoverse.
That's a drink.
No.
You serious?
Dude, I'm getting one tonight.
Nah, dog.
I'm getting one to know. What is this?
Gin, chartreuse, maraschino cherry, and lime.
The last word?
Last word.
Okay.
I feel like that's a.
If I get one tonight, I'll tweet it
I
out.
feel like that's a move in the game, dog. I don't care.
Same,
Like,
dude.
The last word, nah.
The last word!
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying?
All right, last one. Big Bang.
Big Bang, that's Vegeta, dude. Come on, that's Xenoverse.
All day. Xenoverse 2.
Yep.
Well, you're half right.
Big Bang Attack. Come
It's
on.
both.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, Vegeta, as you said. And then 151 dark rum, triple sec, orange, and pineapple juice.
Whoa.
that,
That sounds strong, but
for me-
also like it tastes good, so that makes that drink dangerous.
See, I never drank before in my life.
Hey,
Ever.
never.
In my life. So I would know nothing.
Right.
It's like when it comes to anything.
This was not the game for you.
Yeah, unless it's water. Like, you know what I'm saying? I drink water.
Dude, water's
like,
the
word up.
best.
I don't
Stay
drink. I don't
hydrated.
drink that often, and I drink very sparingly when I do.
Yeah.
And so the times when I do drink, and it's or it's like, oh, I'll have a drink, and they're like, what do you want? And like, oh, just like whatever, like I could remember in that moment, because none of those things I've ever heard of. No. Yeah.
Wow.
What, have you had a White Russian before? I feel like it.
Yeah,
that'd be-
White Russians
that'd be
and
your
Black
drink.
Russians and
Yeah.
rum and coke and
That's dope.
some beers, and then I'm kind of running out of my memory already. Like, Irish coffee.
Nice.
Do you like an Irish coffee?
Classic.
It's time for bets.
That's bets.
This week's bet, Dragon's Dogma 2 is out next week.
Woo!
I'm going to look through the official Dragon's Dogma Twitter account between 4:30 p.m. today when we got on this desk and 11:59 p.m. next Wednesday. What will the total runtime be for all the videos posted to that account? Does not count retweets. HipHopGamer, first you have to tell us who your point's going to go to.
My point gonna go to you, dog.
Okay.
Yep, my point gonna go to you.
What's your bet?
Giving it to the enemy.
My
That's
belt,
cool.
My bet is
It's fine.
No, you can't change it now. You had to do it earlier.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa,
I can't change it. Not even supposed to have a pen anymore.
Whoa.
I think
Hey, no glitch here, dude. No glitch here. No.
I think I understood. I think I got the question wrong. I think I understood the question wrong. So
No, it's a good bet.
So
I saw your bet. I saw it, dude.
So my
It's
bet
good.
was a minute and
Show
30.
the camera.
Oh, yeah. So my bet was a minute and 30 seconds.
1:30. Okay.
That's a good bet.
Yeah. So hopefully we get you the point.
Huber, the
said-
stealthy centipede.
I said 4 minutes, 30 seconds.
4:30. Nice.
A little high, though, but we'll see.
Damiani's not here. Don, do you have Isla's, the wet hummingbirds bet?
I do. Ilo's was 8:12.
8:12. Don, the fashionable manatee, what's yours?
Manatee goes for 5:12, oddly enough.
Ooh.
Couple of editor bets there.
Okay.
Gabby.
Gabby, the optimistic rat, what'd you bet? 5:01 Blues. All right, and then my bet for the effervescent hippopotamus, 5:23.
Oh wow.
We're close there.
You've got the low, dude. That's good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna win.
I think so, too. You want the
There's
low
a
or the
good
high?
chance.
Yep.
Last week's bet, Contra Operation Galuga,
Thank you.
came out this week. Before the podcast, we went into arcade mode, which allows for 4 players. We went to the latest stage that Don had unlocked. We just pushed continue on what we played Tuesday. And everyone had to hold right and spam the jump button without shooting. Last week, I asked the panel how long it would take for all 4 players to lose 1 life. Huber bet 23 seconds. Damiani bet infinite. He was hoping it would be like one of these stages that went up, and so we just get stuck on a wall.
Infinite.
Isla bet 32 seconds. Don bet 41 seconds. Gabby bet 50 seconds. And I bet 1 minute and 44 seconds. That answer came in under 18 seconds.
Wow.
It was so fast that like I didn't even catch it. It was like, oh, you're all dead? It was like, But Huber had 23, so it goes to the low, bringing to the scores to 5 for the stealthy centipede.
The stealthy centipede.
And 3 for the pompous Cocker Spaniel, which is Damiani, so he's not here to make his sounds. But the rest of us are far behind Huber. Let me tell you about
Long season. Long road.
Let me tell you about patreon.com/easyallies. I think I have a timestamp from last week on there, Don. Sorry. Yeah. Why do you think people should go to patreon.com and support us?
Come on, man. Are you kidding? Like, yo, let me tell you something right now, man. And you heard this earlier, but this gentleman right here, my man Blood, real talk, is one of the few people that you're going to meet in this industry. They got the same love, the same passion, didn't get jaded, work hard, got a genuine love for the craft and the arts. When you align yourself with someone like that, you got to support it, because supporting him means that you're supporting yourself. Period.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Period.
Thank you.
Love it.
At
Well
Patreon,
said.
you do get some bonuses at $5 level. You get this podcast 2 days early. You get it ad free. You get those bonus love and respect questions that we still got to shoot after this.
Yep.
You can submit to those questions, and you get in our Discord where you can vote on. They're doing a top 10 battle themes for RPGs.
Wait, say it again?
Battle themes, the regular standard battle theme. They're picking a top 10 in our Discord.
You for real?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tough list.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough, because like for me, Anything that got Sephiroth in it, that's it.
But Sephiroth wouldn't count because that's the boss theme. So you have to be the standard regular theme.
Let the battle begin. Classic. How is that not number one?
That's the one. That's the one.
It's just really
every
hard
time,
to beat.
because it's not even before you even get to the song. Like if you remember Final Fantasy VII in 1997, you hear that that little joint that brings you into the fight, and then at the end of the day, ain't nobody topping. That's it, and then you hear the and then you get the points. Yo, ain't nobody touching no Final Fantasy. So I got to spend a chain on that. So ain't nobody touching Final Fantasy. So we outside. Let's get it.
If you get in there, $25 or up, you get into our producer tiers, and then the platinum producers get a shout out on this podcast each and every week. I did not brief you on this.
Oh, what put me on, son?
So we're gonna do shout out. It rolls. So when I start saying out, you start your shout out. Okay.
Oh,
and then he follows, and then Don follows.
Like the wave.
Got it.
So this month's shout outs go to Javawabs, Elthanis, Greg, the Dark Knight Kettering, Raymond Wheeler III, and Forever Ender. Shout out.
Hip hop gamer, no stranger to danger. Number one journalist. Quickly, I changed the game up. Easy allies. You already know what it is, baby. The GOAT. Yo, where you at?
Shout out.
There we go.
That was awesome.
Let's go.
Where can they find you? What are you doing right now?
What are you doing?
What are you doing right now? Oh, man. Yo, I tell everybody, just Google me, dog. Hip Hop Gamer. I come up in every social media you can think of. LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. It's all Hip Hop Gamer. My name is official. It's trademarked globally, period. So just Google me, Hip Hop Gamer. In terms of what I got going on right now, it's a lot of things, but I'll try to make it quick. I'm about to be on stage in front of 17,000 people April 5th at the Ultimate Comedy Show with Rip Michaels, D.L. Hughley, Tracy Morgan, Bruce, Jess Hilarious, so much more. 50 Cent is touching that stage. Lil Baby's touching that stage. It's about to be crazy. So that's coming up April 5th, Brooklyn. You already know what it is at the Barclays Center. That's one. Another thing is I got so many schools that I'm partnered with. So now I got my Playmakers program in schools where kids get to go to school and get paid to play games and give reports and do journalism work just like how we do right now. So that's the second thing that's going on in a big way. The third thing is soon you're going to see me doing voiceovers for different type of TV shows, cartoons, and hitting that movie screen soon. I'm working on things like that. So you're going to see me there. 4, I'm working on being the first gamer to grace the front cover of Men's Health magazine. I'm ripped, yo. Like when I tell you my body's crazy. No, I got to show you real quick. So y'all can understand. Because it's very important that like us as gamers, you know, a lot of times we just overlook the health situation. And real talk, there's too many people that's let's just say they not here with us anymore, and there's a lot of other people that's really getting sick really fast. So, you know, take care of your health for real. And we was talking about Dreamcast earlier, right? Because that's one of my favorite systems. So I'm gonna show you something real quick so you can see why. This is what I look like now. Word up. This is what I look like now. Word up. That's what I look like. Zoom in on that, baby.
When can we get that issue?
You know what I'm saying? Zoom in on that. You know what I mean?
We get that.
That's Hip Hop Gamer holding a Dreamcast controller, 6-pack, about to be an 8-pack. We outside. So getting that together as well. I have my own syndicated show, nationally syndicated, the 660. Comes on Monday through Fridays. But we just got signed on for the 660 extended clip. And so far, when that rolls out, it's going to be huge because I got Idris Elba on it.
So sick.
I got Kid Capri on it. I got John Cena on it. And I got Sanaa Lathan on it. And that's just the first 2 episodes.
Dude.
Nice.
Ridiculous. So make sure y'all stay tuned for the 660 extended clip. And last but not least, with the work that I'm doing with the New York Stock Exchange as well, there's gonna be a lot more happening with my Get Money Gamers show, because now it's time to really show y'all how to get money, but get it the right way, build wealth, and have fun being able to do what you love to do, at the same time do what you want to do. So it's going to be great. So pay attention to Get Money Gamers, because that's what we do, baby. On that note, we out of here, son. Go. Shit.
Like I said earlier, we've also got that special video that these guys shot before this.
Yeah.
That almost went an hour long on its own. So we'll get that out when we can. We've also got another thing that is going up very soon, so we're gonna try to make sure that, like, the schedules don't collide. So we'll space it out. But that video, you're gonna want to see this thing.
I can't wait.
I can't tell you exactly when it's coming out, but it's gonna be very, very soon, and it's one of the craziest things we've ever done. So
word.
Yeah.
Easy allies. You know what I'm saying? Like EA, they been in the game. Let's get it. Word up.
Damiani's got an episode of Solo Queue on Twitch Sunday, and then he ends up putting those up on Mondays on YouTube, usually sometimes Tuesdays. And then next week's show should be pretty big as well, because we got to talk about some games, man. There's some games coming out next week that are pretty crazy.
Yeah, a lot.
And then GDC happening next week too, so I
I'll
won't be
there.
there. You will be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there, man.
Yes.
I got some meetings lined up.
Love backdoor
Exclusive.
shady meetings, dude.
Yeah, exclusive. Wait till y'all see what I'm gonna just say this. Wait till you see the AI technology that PlayStation 6 has. That yeah.
Okay.
Wait till you see that.
There we go.
Wait till you see that. Y'all gonna be like, hold up, like they did this to the profile? Wow. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, so we'll be looking out for all the GDC announcements and
Yeah,
stuff, and
it's gonna be great.
covering that stuff next week, as well as the awards. I always like to watch their awards.
And also pay attention to Fortnite at GDC.
Yeah. They always have the State of Unreal
Every day, baby.
Wednesday morning, I think.
Fortnite all day.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Last year's was huge with Fortnite Creative.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh,
yeah.
y'all don't understand. It's about to be stupid. I can't wait. Let's go, baby. Keep it easy. Let's get it.
All right, Huber, since you won that bet, you get to shout out anything or anyone that's on your mind. You get that final word, and you get to sign off with your trademark. Sign off.
Shout out to HipHopGamer for coming out here, dude.
Yeah.
Straight
man,
up.
Much love, man. I appreciate you, man.
Long time
this
coming.
Is dope. I know,
Hell
man.
yeah.
This is fun.
So hyped. Final word. Yo, Rockstar, dude. You better sort out your music. I am so serious. You have all the money, all the talent. You are the biggest gaming. You're the biggest game. You're the biggest entertainment property on the entire planet.
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy.
You are at the top of the mountain. You have the power to control this, and all we're asking, we just want to stream your game. We don't want to do anything sketch with your music. We don't want to do anything sketch other than just play the game that you're giving us. It's as simple as that. So please make it happen. Trademark sign off is don't sweat the small stuff.
Ooh, I like that.
Go. Yep.
It's
What
B.
the-
It's
it's
B.
B,
It's
okay.
B.
Yep.
Just mash. I don't even know where I am. There we go.
Just smashing.
Wow.
I lost one life, so do I keep going?
I lost one.
Yeah. Until everyone is live.
That's it.
Blood in the
That would
tub.
be crazy. Blood in the tub.
Blood in the tub, dude.
Blood in the tub.
Let's go.